Philippon Beer Den is intended to be an entertainment show only. The show does not endorse or condone underage drinking or any illegal activity. Homebrew is not for public sale. The show is intended for a mature audience and may have adult language and themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy the show.
Hey, why don't you beer me?
And welcome to the Fill Up on Beer Den, where we get to drink homebrews and you get to meet my friends. So today we've got a special show for you. We've got a couple guys that have actually both been on the show before.
Based on popular demand.
That's right.
Yeah, repeat offenders.
Because you guys are so popular. It's got to be.
We're registered.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry, man, just me.
So we've got Mr. Mike Rucci, and we've got, you might want to move over a little.
Oh, hey.
There we go.
I mean, I'm here for real.
Yeah. And we've got Mr. Zach Timmermeyer. So
Hello.
welcome again, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me too.
Of course. I'm glad that you guys wanted to come back on. So.
Yeah, well, I got nothing else going on.
Yeah.
And you paid
No, this
me.
is fun.
Yeah, so you did voice kind of something that is a little important, is the fact that we always start the show with what do you remember about how we met, and now we can't even talk about that.
Well,
so we got to talk about something else.
And that's the show.
That's the show.
We can remember what we did in the last show.
Yeah, I hope everybody likes the outro music. Because that's coming on.
To do.
So anyway, this is special for Mike Rucci. That would not be on the show without Mike. He helped me choose, which sound bites to have on my soundboard, and that seems to be his favorite. So,
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Everybody else likes that.
so basically, every time he says something, that's what he wants to have.
Yeah.
And I just drink the beer.
Yeah, that's right. Right. But what really happens is,
Yeah, that's kind of my life.
yeah, when
In a
Mike
nutshell.
says something.
Yeah. As long as you all know.
So like I said, I'm real glad to have you guys on. I'm glad that you guys could make it. Actually, I have quite a few people reaching out now, like saying that they want to be part of this, and I think that's really cool, because I know that we're not huge yet. Hopefully someday we will be, and
Physically or
Yeah.
popularity wise?
but, a little bit of both. So I hope we get this show to be something really big. We've got a couple shows that got quite a few views, and
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm glad to have you guys back on.
It's a lot of fun. It's nice to see when you have people on here and I guess hear their stories.
Yeah, and
So.
and I have fun every time. So it's just I hope everybody else is too. I hope that it's not just me having fun.
No. I actually, I was at Walmart the other day and a customer came right up to me and they're like, "You're from the Philippon Den show, right?"
No way, really?
No.
But
But I like to think so.
I will say this
It will
though,
happen.
I legit have gone out a couple times, since the show started, and I've had people come up to me and mention it. And they say, "Hey,
Yeah.
I saw your show. Thought that was pretty cool," or "Hey, I want to be on the show." And
Yeah.
So it has happened. But I actually kind of want to interview both of you guys really and talk to you about what you really think about, like legitimately what you really think about being on the show. I mean, I know me, I get kind of a rush, and it's pretty exciting and it's real fun to have my friends on, because really the show is probably more about my friends than it is about me. I don't even talk about stuff that I'm doing most of the time. Mostly it's about, my friendships and stuff. But
Like it's a good time, you can have a good laugh, and it's nice that you don't really have to censor yourself on here, and hopefully people find this entertaining. I know an odd story is over Thanksgiving I was talking to my grandfather, and he was saying he was watching this. And I was just, I thought
That's
that was
odd.
Really?
That is odd.
Yeah, and I was talking to my brother, and he said that after dinner, his girlfriend, and their daughter sat down and watched the show. And I was thinking it was like a TV show. What's up, Andrew, Jesse,
Hey.
Kaylee? How you doing?
Yeah, you know,
AJ, so I gotta give a shout out.
Rebecca was on. She's saying, has it already been 3 episodes?
Yeah, I told you I'd be back.
That was a fun episode with
Yeah,
her. Yeah,
it was,
she did a lot to help promote the show. She was really cool about
I
it.
knew all about dirt bikes and stuff. I always thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not a whole heck of a lot of women that I know that really know that much about dirt bikes and snowmobiles and stuff.
I know a lot of women that do so.
Yeah,
I ain't going on internet and saying that.
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
It's like, Dave's like, women are stupid.
Yeah.
and-
So what do you think, Zach? What do you think about being on the show? So you had the distinct honor of being the first person on the first show. Now, I feel like that's really cool, but at the same time, I kind of
at the same time. What are you going to say now?
I feel
He was disappointed in the show.
It's cool, but
But I feel bad. I feel bad because I had some equipment issues with the sound, and so like the first few minutes is a little off. Plus, what nobody really knows about that first episode is that I had to load it twice. So if you look and see the page, it shows that it has, X number of views, but it really got about 3 times that number of views because it was the
changing
second
my
time.
LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
3 times though.
Yeah, 3 times the views because it had because I had to load it twice. So all the views that were on the actual first episode don't show up on the page when you go to see my page. So that, and then I've got to learn how to do some video editing so I can make it so that you can hear you. Other than that, I thought, considering we had never done a show before and you were, the first one to hit the ground.
We broke
running.
the ice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
What do you think? What do you think?
I was
about
going to
it?
say, what do you think?
I know.
I don't really care what you think.
No, I really I do want to know
Anybody
what
out
you
there
think.
care?
Yeah, nobody
Let me
cares
talk for
what
10
I
minutes first. Tell me about it.
The thing that's important, it's cool to get a lot of views and everything, but yeah, you and I did the first episode. We had no idea what we were doing. And the thing that I love about this is not how many people are watching or who's watching, it's how important this is for you. It's huge.
It's an outlet for me, for sure.
Of course.
I needed a creative outlet, and this just seemed to be the right fit for me. But I have so many interesting friends, and really, I want to share them. I want other people to know your story, and you got to be.
People don't want to know my story. I don't even want to know my story.
You got to be comfortable enough to share it, and
Yeah.
it's a little tricky to do that the first time that you come out because really you're kind of wondering what's the line, what should I say, what shouldn't I say, and you want to be natural, but at the same time it's like you don't want to say anything that's gonna make people think ill of you in the future or whatever.
Yeah.
They already do.
Hard. It's yeah. It's kind of like there's always a little bit of reservation of what you should say and what you should talk about, and so that's definitely something that I hope that we can kind of ease that tension and really kind of make this just a more comfortable place to come and just talk about whatever it is. So like I was saying, I went out and I had a couple people come up to me. A couple guys are in bands. A couple guys have like some other real interesting things to discuss or to share. So I got like this one buddy of mine that he's doing this. What is it? Those drones, like the drone pictures.
Actually, didn't your buddy find mine?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and I get all weird.
So,
I was like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
told him to keep it because the thing, every time I flew, it made me nervous. I was
Yeah.
this is going to go flying down, hit a kid, it just took off one day. Off into the woods. So I had this drone. I was about flying it.
Those aren't cheap.
No,
you just let
it's-
it leave and you just...
No, I paid $1,000 for it.
Someone
And
else
I was
will
like,
find
it. Yeah,
on a whim,
$1,000, and you're just
$1,000.
like,
Wish I had $1,000 just lose in the woods.
I'm flying it, and the kids are watching. They're like, oh, yeah, great. So all of a sudden, the thing just took off, flew in the woods, decided it was time to go. And I was like, wow, damn. And I was like, oh, shit. So it flew off into the woods. Like pretty far, too. And I was like, oh, it's gone forever. So then I get this message on Facebook. Thank you. I can't remember who it was, but thank you, by the way. And
It was
apologize.
Jeff Williams. Yeah.
Okay,
I
Jeff.
hope that he's able to see the show.
So, yeah.
He's
it
going to
flies-
be on the show at some point.
Is it? So
Yeah.
it flies off into the woods, and I get this message a couple months later, like, "Hey, man, I found your drone. Do you want it back?" And I was like, yeah. Then I was just like, I kind of dragged my feet.
legit, like he contacted everybody. He contacted me. He's like, hey,
Yeah,
I think
dude.
this is your friend.
He did
Like,
such a great thing, and
He was
yeah.
really legit about it. Like he was
Yeah.
trying to get you back your drone.
No, he did. And the anxiety of flying it, though, but that's why I didn't want it back, because the thing stressed me out to fly. Because I was like, man, that's a lot of money, man. If it crashes, and kills someone. Then.
Can
Yeah, I
you
mean-
reprogram one of those to a different
Well,
controller?
I meant to give him the remote for it. I don't know if I don't have it anymore.
I mean, if you find a drone, it's not like you can do anything with it.
I don't know. So, but yeah, I don't have the remote anymore. But I thought it was kind of cool. He did the right thing. I appreciate that. And
Good Samaritan.
very good.
He's a good dude. I hope that I can get him on the show sometime soon. He did say he wanted to come on, and
If he is listening to this, though, I want to know what was he doing out there because it's behind my neighbor's house.
he does a lot of like
Trespassing?
Periscope and trespassing. Yeah, he does a lot of trespassing and thievery. Just robbery.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
I was
don't
looking
know.
in the neighbor's window and I found your drone.
I'll find your neighbor.
Yeah, I was spying on somebody with my drone, and then I found your drone.
Yeah. That's essentially what I was doing when it took off.
Right.
So.
Awesome. Yeah, man. So I cut you off several times because that's how
fine.
good of a host I am. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So
I'm used to it, man.
please, yes, thank you. You're a good friend. So
Thanks.
thank you for that, for letting me cut you off. But I didn't
good.
let you finish. Not
Okay,
that you're
no,
on
I
the
was just
spot.
kidding. Yeah,
sorry.
Hey,
I might have cut-
start
where were you?
over again from where I left you.
What were we talking about as far as the show?
Yeah, as far as what you felt about being on a show.
Well, I can say one thing, Mike. I don't know about you, but after we finished the first show, it was awesome. I wanted to do this every single episode. I love improvising, and I was, it's on the spot.
Yeah.
It's a little different because I like improvising when I'm in a bigger, surrounding with other people. So I'll go based off of whatever happens. So I don't like saying the same jokes over and over again.
Oh,
I
for
just
sure.
go off of certain situations.
So I got to repeat or jokes.
That's okay. I've never heard them. So.
You can't come back on because that's the same joke. So
Yeah.
But I don't know about you, but after our first episode, I was watching all the episodes after, and I'm going, man, I wish I had another opportunity. What would I have said? You start going through your mind, and you're growing.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just trying to learn how to do this a little smoother, make it a little better for my guests. I'm still learning all the technology and stuff. So for me, that's a big thing for me because I want to make the experience better for the listener. I want the listeners to have a crisper sound or have better camera angles or better lighting. And you've offered up some of that as criticism, as constructive criticism, and it basically pissed me off and it made me not want to be your friend. So
That's why I did it. And
Is that all it takes?
here I am trying to piss him off, and he invites me on another show.
You got plenty of recommendations for you then.
No, so it was good criticism, and so I've been messing around with some of this stuff. I did get a new camera, and camera angle's a little different, and it's a little wider camera, and so as this thing progresses, if I'm able to monetize it at some point, I may, whatever money I'm making, I'm probably going to put it all back into the show and make it the best show that I possibly can. But
I
again,
can get cardboard coasters now.
yeah. Well, you got this coaster right here.
State of the
It's
art right there.
it's got the logo on it, so I don't know if you can see that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good view.
Pretty cool, right? So
You tell me to
I
use
don't
that?
oh
know.
yeah, you don't need that.
That's what I mean.
You can use that.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, and actually, I got a different fourth camera.
Oh, do you?
So yeah.
Where's
so
that at?
actually, I'm going to show this.
It's,
Oh, it's in the
it's under the bar.
Yeah.
For all
Fourth
you
camera's
ladies
under the
out
bar.
there, camera angle number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the
Oh,
red
man.
light is.
Yeah, so it's no, I got the fourth camera, and actually, I think you'll be able to see the third guest a heck of a lot better with this camera angle. So hopefully that's
Oh.
yeah. So hopefully this one works a little better. It's a little less grainy.
So can I be that guy? I want to be the third guest every third show. I don't have to be in here, but I just want to be in the
You
corner.
can, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, you be in the corner and kind of say something funny every once in a while.
Because no
or
one's
if you don't, we'll just give you that every time you say something.
I don't have any stories. No one's noticed me. I'm just, you know what I mean? So
Wait, who are you?
I have
Who are
no,
you?
yeah, I got no popularity from
When did this guy come into the show?
I'm getting nothing from
Every
this,
third
so.
show, man. Every
didn't-
third show. So that's a real thing that's happened so far.
Yeah, I didn't even
is-
get a chess cooler. I asked and asked, but I didn't even get that. So
Yeah, well, you will several years down the road when this is on YouTube and somebody watches it.
oh yeah, that's right. I'm only here because I was on the way to the dump and I stopped by.
Awesome, man. So, well, since we got our introductions out of the way, why don't we do our beer tasting? Okay. So
I've been doing that for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, me too. Me too, actually. So I've got a couple new beers, and I want you guys to try them both. So just for reference, in a few weeks, I'm going to have 2 more beers on tap on top of the ones that I have here. So we're going to have, and I made one actually thinking about the kind of beers that you like, Zach, because I know that you're into German beers because you got your German heritage. So. So
you're from the motherland?
Yeah, Deutschland.
Deutschland. I've been there. Went there a couple of years ago.
Nice. I haven't.
Nice. So what? Well,
Good
okay.
talk.
So he's got the German bloodlines. What do you got, Rucci?
I'm a mutt.
You're a mutt.
I'm a mutt. I get a little
Yeah,
bit
but
of everything.
Rucci seems like it's
Italian.
Like Italian. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
I
going to
guess.
say Italian.
Yeah.
It sounds Italian.
But I can trace my heritage as far back as Vermont. So
As far back as Vermont.
Yeah.
You got to do one of those 23andMe.
I thought about that. They had a deal for Black Friday. Well, what they good is they got like a little thing that tells you what you're predisposed for. That's what I was going to do, medically. But
Okay.
I don't want to know if I'm going to have something later on. That's a tough question. Would anybody want to know? Like, would you want to know what you're predisposed to? Kinda, yes.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm
There's
going to do
anxiety.
anything
It's like,
to
wow,
fix
I'm
it.
predisposed to cancer or something.
Well, I can't imagine something happening to me going, oh, damn, 23andMe. They were right.
Well, I'll also tell you if you
We're
got
right.
the sport gene too to see if I'm destined for pro sports. I think that's come and gone now.
Yeah.
At this point, I think I'm only
See, the thing with 23andMe,
cornhole.
though, it changes. I don't know if you've seen that. They update it.
No.
Yeah, so I was really disappointed because
you did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
it was given to me as a gift a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it took forever to get the results back.
Really?
But I was so disappointed because I've gone my whole life going, I am German.
Okay. So what do you got? To poop on a stick? Like how does 23andMe work? Like what do you what do you give them for DNA?
Yeah, that's German for sure.
anything you can.
Yeah. What is it? Like
So you
how does it work?
you spit into a little thing,
Okay.
in a little tube, and then close it up in this liquid. You shake it up, and then you send it into a sealed box, and they send you results. And you're like,
maybe yours was wrong because you did it wrong. You weren't supposed to send them semen, Rucci.
Yeah. Well, that's why.
oh, did I say spit? I'm sorry. Yeah. No, but I got my results back, and I've gone my whole life saying I was German. Then all of a sudden, it says that I was like 37% Irish and British. I'm going,
Really?
What the hell? 31% German. I'm going, I'm still going to go with the German. No offense to British and Irish.
You're Polish?
Yeah,
Oh, I was on the wrong side.
Japanese.
Okay.
That's what I thought. But so I didn't really tell anyone that for months. And then about a month ago, I go to the email to show my family my results, and it's updated. And now it says that I'm like 48% German. I'm going, okay.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. There you go. You got more German.
How'd that feel to go back?
Yeah.
Good job.
I inject it.
All right. So let's do a little bit of beer tasting.
Which
you guys
one?
have the
This
little
one?
tasters. That's the Philippon Ale. This is the official Philippon
official?
Ale. So
This
this
is,
is the light ale that my brother and I make. It's our
Sorry, I
recipe.
went right to drinking.
I love
That's what
this
you do
one.
after you
This-
cheers.
This
It
is
tastes like a Budweiser or something.
yeah, well, it's not, but but it's a light ale. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jared.
Ixnay on the Udweiser Bay.
Yeah, we're live right now, dude.
We're live, man. Yeah,
I can't say that,
it's
yeah.
definitely a light ale. It has a little bit of like a fuller body.
No, it
than,
doesn't.
Than like a.
It's not bad. Yeah, it tastes traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a beer connoisseur or snob, so I drink what I like, It's actually, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little weird for me to, be so into making beer and not be a beer snob.
Yeah. I'm headed down that path. I'm a disciple.
Yeah. Well, I started off, and I don't know, I probably said this on the show at some point, but I basically started off, I made this bar and I wanted to have some people over after softball. And so we were all pitching in on kegs and they got so expensive. So like the kegs with the, with the deposit and all that crap, it's like $180, $190. And so after a while, it was just like, it doesn't make sense to just keep buying these. So I'm just going to start making beer. So I started making beer, and it's just like I'm making craft beer for a fraction of the cost. And if you make it and it comes out really good, sometimes it's even better than some of the stuff that you would just go buy. So I just started making beer with some friends and, making the big kegs and all that stuff. And so it was really a cost savings for me. But then it was like, hey, I can make whatever I want.
That's provided you make a lot, because I'm finding out in the beginning stages with the Keyser and the lines and all that, it's a little pricey. Well, it's pricey, but I see you have to make a few batches for you.
You got to make some. It depends on how you want to share it and all that kind of stuff. So, but once you have that keezer all put together and everything, basically your batches are going to be anywhere from $20 to $40 a piece. Yeah. If you just buy the ingredients and make them that way.
Well, that's what I got to get into. I know I was telling you, I bought the kit off Northern Brewer there.
Yep.
Yeah,
and you can
that's about
actually,
$40.
You can make them cheaper if you start doing all grain brewing too.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm starting slow. I'm sure most people start where I'm at. So
yeah.
You also you save a lot of money when you brew your own beer, but it's also important to know the CO2 levels in the kegs or the kegerators.
Yeah.
Remember when you helped me set up my kegerator?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
See, beforehand, I was not using enough CO2. The beer was coming out flat. It was coming out. It was too warm.
Sorry, I had to cut you off.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of
This is
diarrhea. I have a bad
me,
case
right?
of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Story.
I was just hoping.
I
want to see how rude I can be to my
I'm
guests.
just going to go in the back room and talk to myself.
I was listening because I'm in the
I just want to
process.
see how rude I can be to my guests and have them still keep coming back.
'Cause I'm in the process of doing that now with the CO2. Trying to
I'm
figure
sorry.
out why I get there, but-
You really have. Never mind. I'm just
Because
going
of
to
diarrhea song.
talk.
Yeah. No, dude.
Play
I-
music.
derailed
I'll
that.
just talk.
Oh man, no, for real. You were talking about like setting the CO2 levels, and I totally agree.
No one cares anymore. Next subject.
Next. Let's try the next beer.
Awesome.
Next
okay.
beer.
All right. So,
Talk about it.
so the next beer is
Not what we have.
this one is a caramel porter. Okay.
We have, not you.
Caramel porter.
That's good.
Yeah. So that's
of
all
caramel,
caramel malt. There's a lot of caramel malt, and that's
Doesn't taste as carbonated. If only we knew something about CO2.
yeah. I should probably put some. More
I have a
CO2.
good story to tell you about CO2, actually. Cue music.
Diarrhea music, yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah. So
and I know I was telling you earlier, I don't know if anybody, but I plan on doing my own seltzer water too in my
Yeah.
beer cooler,
You can
which
do that.
is
So-
it's really easy to do, and that's just if people are over there don't want the beer.
yeah. So why? So how is it different to make seltzer water? Are you just throwing
just
you're
water? You don't have to clean it as much. It's just water, a little bit of chalk or sodium carbonate, I think it is.
Yeah.
Don't make sure you look that up if you decide to make it.
Might not be
And,
chalk at all.
Seltzer water and just a little bit of flavoring, and that's it.
Jessica's
That's
a teacher. Hey, Jess, can you just bring home some chalk and we'll just throw it into some water?
Speaking of Jess, do you remember the other night when we ordered Thai food and she
Yes.
didn't order my chicken fried rice?
I think
That was
she
awesome.
was telling you something.
Thanks,
I think
Jess.
that
That's
is a direct
sarcasm.
reflection on how much she likes you.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Or that she doesn't think I need chicken fried rice. What's that laugh for?
Yeah. No, that's why I stopped.
He's done.
Awesome, guys. So yeah, actually, let's see here. I think we got quite a few people on that I'm noticing
let's see
here.
some of the comments. You got to keep
Hi,
the
Mom.
comments
This is
up.
pretty cool. We got Amanda Johnson, Tim Rubito, Drew Lapardo. What's up, man?
Congratulations
Jeff Albert,
on having a kid, Drew.
Kim McGregor.
No, nobody loves the pear flavored beer.
Yeah.
Who said that?
No, that's not true. Some people liked it. Chris Nichols, Elaine, Rebecca Tazy, Mark Ryu. Okay, all right. So there's a guy that I talked to about being on this show, and I want him on this show so bad. He is a jet
You never
fighter
said
pilot.
that about us.
Yeah, no.
Oh, this is the
I
jet
didn't.
fighter pilot.
This is.
That's awesome.
Oh, you got a friend? What?
Mark is a jet fighter pilot.
Get out of here. What does he fly?
We're going to have to wait until he comes on.
Which means I have no idea.
It's an F something. One of the teens. I don't know.
It's an F-22.
Really?
An F. Yeah, he
Navy?
does.
Air Force?
I think it's
I
Air
don't know.
Force.
Jet
Air Force.
fighters.
Yeah, I think it's Air Force. But yeah, he.
Wow.
That's his deal. That's what he does.
He's sitting at home screaming
12
at
He's got,
computer.
he's got a
12th show.
wonderful English British
Accent.
wife.
Wow.
Yeah, I met them at my friend's wedding, and it was just. I mean, I went to high school with him and partied with him a bunch of times, and then I just see him. I guess I haven't seen him in forever, and I'm like, oh hey, how you doing? And he introduces me to his wife, and I say, oh, she has a British accent, so I start talking to her, and they're like, yeah, we met in Europe, and I'm like, whoa. how'd you get to Europe? Like, what are you doing to get there? And he's talking about, oh yeah, I fly a jet. And I'm like, a jet? Oh, so like I thought he was like a commercial pilot. No, the guy
British
flies,
women love the
like,
jet fighters.
Yeah, he flies
12th
like.
show. I want to be on that show, dude. I love jets.
I know, it's so cool. And just talking to him, what's really cool is that he's just real down to earth, and he's just like, he's nonchalant about it, like it's not a big deal. And it's like, nah, dude, it's a big deal.
Why are
It's so cool.
most jet pilots really arrogant or something?
Like, I can't wait till he's back in town. I want to have him on the show.
Oh, that's great. You're a mechanic, huh? I'm a fighter pilot.
Oh, you're an engineer? Yeah, we use those because I'm a fighter pilot. Yeah, that's like he can almost always trump anything. Well, except for astronaut, right? So if I got any
most of those guys are fighter pilots too, though.
Astronauts look at jet pilots
those are
going,
fighter pilots.
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Yeah, man. So we got BJ Rucker, we got Kevin Gagnon, we got Allison Rucci. Oh, I've met her before.
I got to stop.
Yeah, you got.
I'm at home working on stuff.
You said you were at Walmart, didn't you?
She said, also, yeah. I was supposed to be at the dump.
That's awesome. We got a
So Walmart.
Diane Ogier. We got Megan Battelio.
Hey, Meg.
Cam Bouzier. There's another guy.
Cam. He's right behind us.
He's probably only 60 to 70 feet away from me right now. So yeah, I was talking to him, and he's a neighbor of mine, but like we haven't really had too many conversations. And it turns out he plays in the same softball leagues that I play in. He lives, like I said, 70 feet away. So yeah, I gotta have him on the show sometime too. So if he wants to come on, we're gonna make that happen too. A couple other people that I mentioned already. We got Whitney, Misty, Jay, Kirsten. Yeah, man, we got all kinds of people on. So thanks for joining us. My friend took my phone and helped. Okay. Anyway, what was I going to get into? The next thing. Oh, actually the next thing was that Mike Rucci.
Is this my wonderful
brought
story?
Something in. So, Mike,
is it the bully story? Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah. So you got to tell me. You told me that you were bullied today. So
this was last week, and I thought I was just beside myself when I found this out. So Alice and I went to Trans-Siberian early. It was like 23rd of November or something like that.
Or Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yeah.
Oh, best show.
No, dude,
That's
one of the best rock
I always
concerts.
wanted to go, never been able to go.
Dude, they're great.
It's so expensive now. They used to
It
be
is.
they went to Portland. They don't come to Portland.
No, they don't.
anymore.
We went to Manchester.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
check
really?
it out. But so the next morning, we're on our way home, pumping gas, and I open up the gas cap, and I see the plastic sitting there on the actual gas cap. And I've been driving 23 years, and I'm looking like, I've never seen this before. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I put the gas cap in, and I said, oh, shit, this fits. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, wow, does anybody else know about this? So I took a couple pictures, one without, one with, as you see right there. And I got in the truck, and I was excited. I said, Allison, check this out. He's like, have you ever seen it? She was like, oh, that's great, honey. That's good for you.
Congratulations.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I have to tell everybody about this, because I didn't know about it, and I assumed nobody else did either.
It's going to be all over the Sun Journal tomorrow morning.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I mean,
put it
this
on
is breaking
Facebook.
news,
I
dude.
put it, so I'm part of this Toyota Tundra Facebook group. So I was like, hey guys, check this out. And I took it. I was like, have you guys ever seen this before? This is great.
Oh, no. I know where this is going.
Yeah, so
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I want to finish this. Let me
internet's
guess. Let's
brutal.
guess. Okay, so here's the game. So first, I guess what happened. Okay, I guess how people reacted, and then Zach gets to guess how people reacted, and then you tell us.
yeah, well, I'm
Okay?
sure you're both right. It was. I tell you what,
No, wait,
your guess is probably opposite of what I thought. Okay, go ahead.
So we get to guess here. Okay, so Zach, you know what? I'm going to let you guess first.
That's a first. Thank you.
Yes. So Mike Rucci.
Well, first of all, Zach, did you know about this?
Oh, of course.
How about Facebook?
I'm a
Facebook
man.
Live?
I know about
Please,
that
if you
stuff.
guys knew about this, please put in your comments who and who didn't know. I'd like to know, but go ahead.
Well, it's just like when you're looking at your instrument cluster and you're looking at your gas gauge, you've got the little icon of a gas pump, and it's got an arrow to the left or right of it.
But everybody knows that.
No, that's
but who
that's
doesn't know?
new. That's new.
Okay, for the viewers out there
That's a
that
hack.
don't
That's
know, it
new.
points to which side the gas tank is on. My guess is that he goes on a forum, and right below the guy that goes, yeah, lifted my Tundra, and a 2-inch lift with 35s on it, and then he goes, did you guys know what this cap holder was? I'm sure it didn't go over very well with
Had
truck
I had that
owners.
information before I did this, it would have been helpful.
Yeah,
How about
hindsight's
you?
2020, right?
I know you didn't know about it, did you?
Okay, so Do you want me to be honest?
FYI, it's in the manual too. Someone had shown.
Yeah, but who reads the manual?
Trust me, I'll tell
Do
you
you
about
want me
that
to be
after.
honest, or do you want me to make you feel better?
Tell me how it is.
Listen, I was
Yeah.
selling cars for 8 years before I figured it out. So
Yeah.
just to give you some slack.
Well,
It's
trust
okay.
me, I thought
That
it was pretty
like
hot
3
shit when
years
I
ago.
found this out. So do you want to guess? Or you want me to tell you?
Okay, so what I think is that most that everybody that you reached out to, what they did is they probably took their own pictures of them putting the gas cap into that little slot and with a thumbs up and said thank you and sincere appreciation for you letting them know.
Because that's what the internet's known for.
Yeah,
Well, I
the
thought I was
internet
doing a
really
things
service.
like that.
And
Yeah.
here I am, and, I thought I was doing the world a service. Like, hey guys, check this out. Being helpful. I
Thanks,
tell you,
mate,
man,
from Australia.
I started getting my phone started blowing up, and I looked, and I was like, you got like 20 comments like within the first minute. And I was like, oh wow, people, check this out. And man, I got on there, and they just let me have it. Like, look at this,
I don't doubt
idiot.
that.
And they just kept kept going, and like this, you're an idiot. And the guy took a picture of the operator's manual. It's in the operator's manual. Like, so I started getting, I don't know, like 50 something messages. Like, oh man, it's like, I can't take this anymore. I was like, and I'm pretty good. I could take a punch. I could take a few punches, but this kind of hurt my
Delete.
ego. Yeah.
So the
check
internet
this
wasn't
out.
supportive?
No, but I took it off. And then some guy posts, hey, what happened to that idiot with the gas cap post? And they kept it going. And I was just like, oh, and I told my wife, and Allison, she's like, oh, but she started laughing at me. She's like, what'd you expect to happen? I was like, well, I thought that, here, because I always tell my
Thought you
son.
were sharing useful information.
Well, I'm real big because I tell Damon, because Damon makes YouTube videos, and check him out.
Yeah.
He's Spyro19. He could use some
It's
follows.
sp-
He loves them. But
It is,
he's
well, how do you spell that?
SPYRO space 19, and it's a bearded
Nice.
dragon. So he's aspiring. But anyway, so I'm always telling him like, hey, bud, you're gonna get some comments, and you just have to look past them. He's like, yeah, Dad, I got that, but I couldn't. But yeah, I got bullied on the internet, man.
Yeah.
So people who saw this, I hope you get something out of it, and if you do something like that, I hope you get thicker skin than I do. So
The sad thing is, this is going to haunt him for like the rest of his life.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Grandpa,
actually.
where were you when you were 39? Oh, I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, well, I'm actually hoping to get some console from you, or you guys help me out.
Yeah.
This is a support
feel bad
group.
for you, but let me stop laughing.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, man.
Thanks, dicks.
So you got to play with people like that. They feed off of weakness. So you just mess with them.
Yeah, well, I
that's
gave it
what's
to
going
him.
on.
Yeah, so I that's my story.
Well, you know what? Thank you for
That's a
sharing
good
that.
story.
Yeah, stay off the internet.
Yeah.
It's out on
So
Facebook.
actually, I did want to. I did kind of want to come back to one of my old stories. So there was a story in, I think, episode 2 where
It's like Star Wars.
That's
yeah. And so I was talking about how I was leaving work, and there was a woman that had made a comment that I was confused about, and then later, when I kind of had time to register what she had said, I was like, oh, I think maybe she was kind of flirting with me, right? She wasn't like hitting on me or anything like that, but it was
I
like, just like
watched
a
that
flirt,
episode.
right?
Yeah.
And so, so I kind of, I can't remember what it was. I said, oh, thanks for making my day, And she's like, well, what do you mean? And so I told her, and I says, well, thanks for, pretending to flirt or whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. So she was confused. And then she says, well, what did I say? So I told her what she said, and she's like,
Creep.
she's like, that's not what I said. So she told me what she said, and what she actually said is definitely not a flirt. So she clearly did not flirt with me. So I felt so much cooler after that.
Yeah.
that
was a
Can you
great
say
intro.
what she said.
Did she tell you to kill yourself?
She did.
I got a couple of those.
You're so
Yeah.
cute. Just hang yourself.
Yeah.
I got some of that.
Yeah, so she did. She was about as nice as the internet people were for you.
Yeah, I think she was just
Just wanted to
informing
say-
you, like, look.
How long ago did that happen?
It was a few weeks back, anyway.
And it bothers him still.
No, I just was pointing out how much of a jackass
He needs
I am
reassurance from
for
us.
thinking that somebody would flirt with me like that. So yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So tell me about, and I got to ask you because, Mike and I were very married men. Been with our women for a long time.
Long time.
You got to tell me, what's it like being single nowadays, man?
I don't know, man. It's tough. I got a lot going on. You know, I bought a house this summer, and props to all the homeowners. It's exhausting, and I work a commission-based job. My hours are crazy. I'm never home. I'm always involved in Freemason stuff.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah.
I'll talk about that after. I've been dabbling. We're curious about that. So.
You have to talk about it after.
Dabbling
makes it
as in, like, you've been interested?
Yeah, like I checked out. There's a group we can wait. Go ahead, finish the story. I don't want to cut you off
Wait
the
a minute,
diarrhea
wait a minute.
song.
Love to
Is
the
there
goat you're
is
in.
there a secret society? Come on, it's
No, it's not a
Freemasons.
secret
There's
society.
gotta be.
Forget it. Yeah.
Like I've seen
What's it like being
National
single?
Treasure.
Oh, no, that's a next subject.
No, that's all, I want to get
Can't
back to
talk
that.
about it.
I
Yeah,
don't-
no. It's good. It's good.
Tell me about the Illuminati.
I don't know anything about the Illuminati.
Masons are legit, man. It's a good network. It's a
know
good place
they
to
are.
network.
I know they
and
are.
meet,
Or do I know everything about the Illuminati? No. I'm a Freemason. I'm also a Shriner. We do a
Yeah.
lot of philanthropic work.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you can't be a Shriner unless you're a Freemason. right?
exactly.
So you
Well,
have
to
do
be a Master Mason, which is like your
Master Mason.
final.
Wow.
your
Okay.
final- yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
What lodge you go to?
They do a lot of.
I can sense some sincerity in there. That's cool. Next subject.
No,
Just kidding.
I'm
No,
legit.
it's awesome. There's a lot of misconceptions about Freemasonry. I love watching like the History Channel and hearing what people
Okay.
think about Freemasonry. And it's like,
So you're saying it's not all about the Illuminati?
Nah,
That's just
people
a part of
don't
it.
know.
no. Realistically, if I'm being, I mean, I can't talk too much about it, but if I'm being completely honest, it's a fraternity. I mean, I bring down the average age to like 65.
Yeah.
You know, but we have a lot of fun. We're there for each other. We do a lot of work like Earth Day. We'll go to the widows of past Masons that have passed away, and they've got a lot of work around the house. And then all of a sudden, 5-6 trucks pull up, and we're raking their lawn, trimming their trees, and, you know.
It must be great though, because you have access to all these guys. You know, the different skills. It's a great
the thing.
network. I mean, you have
huge network.
Yeah, and that's-
exactly.
that's-
We raise a lot of money for charities. I mean, especially with the Shriners, the amount of money that we
Yeah.
raise for the Children's Hospital, which I don't really need to talk too much about that. It's kind of self-explanatory, but it's pretty cool stuff.
making sure you got me.
I think it is. No, I mean, not everybody knows about it, and I'm.
Nor are
I'm
they
very-
supposed to.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm curious to know more about it because I'm interested in becoming a member. I just also want to be a great dad to my kid, and I also want to do.
I think
this
that
and
reinforces
So-
it though. That's
Yeah, I mean, with Freemasonry,
Not, I mean, not that you can't be if you are. I just,
Yeah.
for me personally, trying to like find the time for all of it is.
if you want it, you'll find it.
it's all about what you're willing
well,
to
I
put
want
into
time
it.
to do this podcast too, so you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about what you want to put into it.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
myself, I put a lot of time into it because I can. If
Yeah.
I was married, had a kid, I wouldn't be able to.
Right. It's.
know?
I mean, you know, things do change and stuff.
Yeah.
In those regards, but I'm not sure how I could balance being a Freemason and a Shriner. Like how do you?
Not
do
a lot of
both?
people can.
How do you do both? Like,
Well,
they have activities all the time.
To be honest with you, what really ends up happening is that the people that are very involved in Freemasonry and being a Shriner, they're retired. You know, they've got
Okay,
a lot
yeah.
of time.
Well, that
At
kind of
our
explains
age-
the age.
Yeah, at our age, they kind of pick and choose.
Yeah.
You get guys that either go in and they don't even become a Shriner, and then you have guys that become a Freemason just because that's what you have to do to become a Shriner, and then that's all they focus on.
The pool to pick from is probably pretty slim too, because I'm guessing I feel like society more and more, guys, aren't becoming men and
Yeah.
doing that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like that's why you have all the older people and people our age or actually younger. We'll say the millennials.
Yeah, the organizations, are kind of dying. People aren't getting involved in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
People make jokes.
That's a
that-
bummer because it's such a good. Both of them are such good organizations that do a lot of good for the community. And I mean, you're into it. Walsh is into it. Jesse is into it.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah,
so
like a lot of
as
people.
far as like just you three guys, like you're definitely the youngest in that group that I see, and to see you guys being involved in it to kind of keep this alive and make sure that it just doesn't die out. It's inspiring. it really is a great thing to give back to the community like that. And so I know a little bit more about what the Shriners do, but what does the Freemasons do versus what the Shriners do?
I can't really talk about that.
Yeah, no,
stuff.
that's
Okay, so it's the Illuminati.
No. I mean,
yeah, to put him on blast on the show, man.
I know. Put me on the spot
He's
right
gonna
now.
go to the door and be like, no.
Yeah, and tomorrow morning, Zach disappeared. No,
Sorry, I got you murdered.
With Freemasonry, it's all about making a man a better man. So when you go in, we meet on the level. So whether you're a CEO of a company or you're a janitor or a fast food worker, we're all on the same level. We treat each other with respect, and we hold ourselves to higher standards. You know, so it's just about making yourself a better person.
It's funny you say that because I heard a quote, and I've always tried to work by this and live by it. It's everybody you meet knows something you don't. So it could be anybody from a low-level job to a high-paying job, and that person has something you can extract from them or get from them.
Yeah.
No matter what they do. Mm-hmm. Like everybody's got different experiences, and you can take from them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? I like that philosophy.
Yeah.
That's a good philosophy.
I heard that, and that's why at work,
Yeah.
I treat everybody, it doesn't matter who, I treat everybody with respect. If someone has something to say, I listen. In my head, I think that's a bunch of bullshit, but I don't tell them.
Yeah, I mean, when somebody has something to say, what I usually do is I ask them, and then I cut them off a few times.
A diarrhea song.
And then I put the diarrhea song in there. But when I'm not doing that, I'm actually listening to them. Yeah, I
So which one is this episode?
yeah. Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out.
Yeah, that.
Awesome, man. Yeah. So it's about making a man a better man.
Yeah. It's all about the way of life.
Dude, I got a great website for you, or a podcast after.
Yeah?
It's called Order a Man.
Yeah.
And it's a guy named Ryan Mickler does it, and he just moved to Maine, up to Farmington from Utah. But it's right along the lines of that. You might be into that. I'll have to show you. I have to check it out.
Sounds really cool.
I like the history of it too. It's the oldest organization out there. It started back when they built the Great Temple, King Solomon's Temple, back like almost 1000 BC. So we're talking
What?
about
I did not
almost
know that
3,000 year old.
I mean, because all I knew about the Freemasons was the whole Illuminati thing. And then, I know.
It's the movies.
I know
You watch
it's
it, National
because of the
Treasure?
movies.
Yeah,
You
some
know, I
people
watched
watching
National
the Da Vinci
Treasure.
Code.
Yeah, it's because of the movies.
Everyone. I
If
tell
you've
people
seen
I'm a
National
Freemason.
Treasure, you know that Ben Franklin.
It's like the dollar,
was in
man.
it.
It's on the dollar bill.
Everyone thinks I'm in a cave somewhere slitting someone's throat,
Does brickwork.
which we do. I just can't talk about it.
That's what the Freemasons do, clearly.
Yeah, no.
Freemasonry work. Yeah, build houses.
No, I mean from like 960 BC to 1717, Freemasonry was mostly like you were actual stonecutter. It was a guild basically. You actually were
A mason.
You are a mason,
know
stone
about
mason, and then as like the architecture in the medieval times, around like the 15th, 16th century, that kind of started dying. You stopped seeing these cathedrals being built in Europe, and then it was like, well, now we're just going to make it about people with good rapport, good people that you have to get in. So
I'm going to go on record, and I think you guys will agree, that this has been the most informative show that you've done to date between the gas cap and the history of the
oh, this is
Freemasons.
being
Like-
recorded.
Oh,
Yeah, no, this,
Well, don't.
people, this might be overload.
Yeah, don't.
This has been. I'm glad
There's
to be
dead
part of-
people everywhere. Their heads are blown up.
Yeah, I'm glad to be part of it.
Blow
Though.
my mind.
All this,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of stuff you can learn.
No,
on
this
there.
is part of the kind of thing I want to. I mean, I'm learning stuff from people all the time. I love this.
I did see a comment though that said something new about the gas caps. I'm going to call bullshit on that. Yeah,
Let somebody
see, this
do
is the
it.
internet coming back at me again.
Yeah.
Someone wrote, everybody knew about that. I saw that.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know.
It was somewhere in there. I had to laugh.
let's see
right there. Yeah, most
Andre
people
and
know
Aaron.
about it.
Carl.
So I want to,
What's up,
say no
guys?
way. Yeah, it was right there. Did you see it?
Yeah.
It just helps me feel better.
Yeah.
So
I mean, so you're a merchant marine,
yeah,
or a
Sailor,
sailor. whatever you
that's
wanna
what Denny
call
has
it.
me
He's a
on
seaman.
here,
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty tough. You're
Yes and no. It's
I get paid well.
It's it's dealing with people suck. Machinery's
I'm
easy
a
to
car
fix.
salesman. That's what I do.
But
every
how-
day.
I had to,
Okay,
so
so
get
hold-
this. So I
hold
had
on
to
a
pull a guy
second,
into my
though.
office one day, and I had to talk to him. This is a 55-year-old man, and I had to talk to him about how it's not okay to grab other guys' asses Like, he was legit. A guy came to me, he's like, look, man, I don't play this way, and so-and-so's been doing this. So I had to sit the guy down. It's like talking to your father and be like, hey, man, you can't go around grabbing other dudes' asses. It's inappropriate. And it's just stupid stuff like that.
Dude, I have those conversations with people at work all the time.
I know, but I tell you, on ships,
I'm just kidding. I don't.
boredom, that's the worst thing, because when people
Oh,
get
people
bored,
get bored, they just start
doing-
grabbing asses?
Yeah, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I mean,
just
that's
guys-
why
Look at
I-
this solitaire. Oh, nice ass.
do dumb
Yeah.
shit. And it's just, it's annoying. Absolutely annoying. Now, the group of guys I work with now, I mean, they're all pretty decent dudes, so I get no problems with this from a prior ship I was on, but yeah, so.
So the guy that's telling an older man that you can't grab asses is the same guy that just learned about the gas cap going into the door.
Yeah.
How do you not know this stuff?
Mr.
Big bad, yeah,
2019.
Mr. Big Bad Engineer here.
It's just
Yeah.
one guy.
Yeah, blown away by this gas cap. Yeah, I'm just one
Can't
guy.
grab asses and I can put my gas cap there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So.
Just blowing people's
See, maybe he was looking at the ass thinking you could put something else there.
I thought about it.
Okay, next topic.
Seemed inappropriate at the gas station, though. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
free gasoline fight.
Speaking of shit, what's up, Steve?
Awesome, man. Yeah, so so both of you guys actually have a little bit of background in beer brewing. And so I think you've done a bunch of extract brews, right?
I've done a handful. I took a long break from doing it. I haven't done a lot
Yeah.
recently. I just never have the time.
It's one of those things where I think a lot of people like kind of get into and then they kind of just drop off and then maybe
I'm
stop
finding it's
doing it.
exciting, the thought of it. And then you start doing it, it's like, oh, it's kind of some work. And then I'm guessing once you get all that beer, it's like, well, shit, now I got to drink it all.
That's the least problem.
Never been a problem.
Oh, is it? Oh,
It's not a problem
Oh, man,
around
I
here.
gotta
If you got
drink
enough
this.
Well, yeah, I don't have
If
any
you
friends, so no
bottle
one
it-
comes to my house. So.
Yeah. No,
If you bottle it and bring it over, I think it'll be fine.
the thing is that anyone with a brain can brew beer. It's being able to do it over and over again consistently.
Yeah.
It's quality control.
Yeah.
You have to get you have to be a chemist almost to do it, you know?
Well, that's what it is, and I tell people that it is like a chemistry experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And if you control all the variables, you can make the same batch over and over and over, and it'll taste the same.
The same.
You know, but if you don't, it's gonna be different because it is chemistry. Really, it's what you're doing, and I enjoy it. But what I really enjoy is I enjoy having friends come over and drinking beer while I make beer. It's just to me that's just fun. I enjoy
Yeah.
that.
Last time
You
we
know?
did it, we got Thai food after.
Yeah.
Speaking of Thai food, Jess didn't order
Yeah.
my Thai food the other night.
Remember
Well,
that
we're getting
time
after
that
this.
Jess didn't order your Thai food?
I don't know, we got Chinese after one of the shows they did. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
We got everything we wanted.
Oh,
So.
Well,
I wasn't informed about that.
It's a perk of the show. If everybody comes on here, Denny usually buys Chinese
oh
food.
yeah. I mean,
So,
with all the money that I'm making on the show right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, really did.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Quiet. Yeah. So wait a minute. You know, I forgot that I have this other thing. Oh, Amanda ordered it. Oh, Amanda.
What's that?
What? How
Please
could you
fill it.
do that to us? Okay, so here's what we need. We need this camera view, and you guys just blame Amanda for not getting your
Amanda.
Thai food.
Amanda who?
Amanda McDonough.
Oh,
What'd
she's
she
a
do?
sweetheart. She's
Oh.
really
I
nice.
ain't
I'm
blaming
not
her
going
for
to blame her.
anything.
I'm just going to blame
Very
Jess.
nice.
Is she listening right now?
She was.
What did she know about the gas cap? Because I'll speak badly of her.
Yeah, no, I just met her the other night. I think she was green crayon.
Oh, don't blame that on me. Oh, yeah, see? Jess says you took it back. I think that's what it's.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, it depends if she knew about the gas cap.
Oh, she's the one that
You're
ordered the
dead to
Thai
me,
food.
Jess.
Oh,
what
that's
Jessica's
your
saying.
beef.
What?
Oh, you got beef with her about
Oh
ordering the Thai
yeah,
food.
I was starving. I wanted to just go home and relax. Long day at work.
And you gave him
and
one
then all
job.
of us, he messaged me saying, "Hey, come on over. Denny's bar is open."
Thai food.
And I was like, I kind of want to just get some food and go home and relax, you know. And then Jess messages me, "Oh, we're getting Thai food." Okay, boom. Here's my order. I get here.
Whoa!
Wow. Wow. No.
So, okay, so what I want to say here is that what I just heard out of your mouth is that you weren't even going to come over when I asked you to come over.
Absolutely. I was
Jessica
exhausted.
said, "Hey,
With the promise
I
of
might
food.
get food."
With the promise of food.
Any-
You could be like, "Hey, we're all going to die tonight, but I'm getting Thai food for you." I'll show up.
I can't blame him. I do.
All right, fair enough.
Thai food's great
Fair
from
enough.
Boatai
I
on
won't judge you
Sabata
too
Street
bad.
in Lewiston. I'm not.
You just
plugging
got a free.
anyone.
You got a free dinner.
No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't Jess's fault. I still had, we had a blast.
I had a great time.
So
man.
many people showed up the other night, and
I didn't know about it. Thanks.
no, good. No, we had a really good time. It's
I
always
mean,
a good
really
time.
really came over.
Oh, let me check my messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
I thought we said sent.
Maybe I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing I was called a Karen. I didn't know if you guys know what a
Karen?
Karen
What's
is.
a Karen?
So I had to look that up because everybody kept calling me a Karen.
Karen,
A
why'd
Karen's-
you do it, Karen?
a
Is that it?
Well, this is going in play. A Karen's one of those people I found out is that when she's around, like, oh, hey, Karen. But when she's gone, everybody's like, oh, fuck Karen. That's like, Karen, what's she
Hate that
doing
Karen.
here? Yeah, as that person. So it's all making
funny.
sense now.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
I thought
funny.
it was the Ray Liotta Karen scene.
It might be. I don't know who. I don't listen to hip hop. What is that?
It's not.
Ray Liotta.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's from Goodfellas, man. It's when she
don't listen
flushes
to
all the
TV
coke down the toilet, and he gets pissed off at her because the feds come in and they're like raiding the house. So she flushes all the coke down the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
And so he gets pissed off and he says, "Karen, why'd you do it, Karen?" And she's like, "They were gonna find it." And she says it in the worst accent.
Oh,
really?
yeah, he's doing a British accent.
so bad, so bad.
I was like, I don't know if this is Goodfellas anymore, man.
He's going over there.
Oh yeah.
This is the British version.
You gotta just
BBC.
watch just that part just to see how bad her accent is at the time. It
Was it like a
It'll take
Boston
you out of the
accent
movie.
or something?
Yeah,
New
3
York
kids is
accent?
tough.
no, it's like a New York accent.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
just like over the top. Like,
Sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the two. A thick Boston accent in
Maybe.
New York is kind of.
yeah, it depends
Really?
if they're saying car.
Yeah.
Car.
Everybody goes to that. Like, everybody's got to find
Far
a new one to go to.
back.
It's always car.
I get so frustrated when you talk to someone and they're talking normal, and then all of a sudden you find out that they're from New York or Boston, and then all of a sudden they're talking like that. You're going,
You got a
here
good
we go.
accent. You from there? Or?
I'm not going to tell you where I'm from, man. I'm a Freemason, I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to be a better man here.
You are. So you are from New
Put
York.
away my.
Hey, what's
from
up,
New
Brooke?
York?
No, I'm from Lewiston.
What's up,
are you?
Brian?
It's the same thing.
Ah,
New York.
man.
Matt, Jeff, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Awesome, man. Oh, so somebody says that. Amanda, she has evidence against Jessica.
Oh.
I feel
Oh
like
boy.
Oh.
So we love Jess. All right?
that- we got a fight
It's
going
okay
on?
that my fried rice
yes,
wasn't
we have a
ordered.
fight.
We have a
girl
fight, a chat fight.
Is it a
boy.
girl fight? A chat fight? What's a chat fight?
They're fighting in chat, you said, no?
Oh, a chat fight. Yeah, I want to know about this.
You were interested. Like, oh, chat fight. Sounds hot. What is that?
All the guys' views go up. Yeah, I'm in on this one.
There's 2 chicks chat fighting.
Chat fighting. This is so much better than that loser that was posting stuff about his Toyota Tundra gas cap.
That's I'm telling you, there's people looking right now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're idiots, right?
Yeah.
I think Jessica's trying to get chat going. She said that she was going to Jello wrestle. Yeah. So
Well, it's
Okay.
all right. Well,
okay, guys. See you later.
We're going to take a brief break.
Where's
this is
the-
going on upstairs. Is that what the kitchen camera's for?
That's yeah. I thought it was for my pets, but
Hey, quick thing.
for that and Jello wrestling.
Denny, I have to order a T-shirt, sweatshirt, that
Yeah.
homebrewed Philip
so.
on beer.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I
I
meant
got
to,
it.
but then all that stuff happened, so I didn't get around to it. So
Yeah.
if it gets opened up again, I'm gonna.
Yeah, well, the first round of orders already went past, but there will be a second round, and when there is, I'll let you guys know. I mean,
Who would have thought, man? Just a couple months ago, you were talking about this during our draft. I'm like, okay.
Yep,
And now
yep.
here we are. And I'm going to be rocking memorabilia.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's big.
Yeah, that's
I,
exciting.
That's actually very
I like
exciting.
It. I like it. Well, it's after a while, it was just kind of like I'm the kind of person where I wanted to get all this artwork done and do the music and make sure all my slides were right and make sure that I'd never have a sound issue and all that kind of stuff. Well, clearly I failed there, but I took a long time to try and learn how to do all that stuff. And, I was getting my friends ready to want to be on the show. And I think for the most part, most of my friends definitely want to be. I mean, I know that I'm getting a lot of messages of people that want to be on. Which, by the way, anybody that's watching right now, if you want to be on the show, we don't have to be, like guys that hung out all the time or whatever. If you've got something you want to promote, if you've got like a business, or if
Or getting shameless now.
Yeah, let's get some paid advertisement.
Now he's looking for money.
yeah. No, I mean, just like any of that kind of stuff that you think might be interesting to bring on the podcast or something cool to talk about, just hit me up. Hit me up on the Philip on Beer Den page, and we'll set something up, because it's a fun time. I want to share this with everybody. I want this thing to grow, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that have like these small businesses, or they sell this or that, and it's kind of hard to get those businesses up and running. And I'm more than happy to be a proponent for somebody that's just trying to make it in this world, or somebody that's just well established and very successful. I mean, all of the above is just fun. I'm interested to learn in what people are doing, and I want to know all about people. So.
I thought I might have told you this, but if I did, I'm going to tell you now. But that's one thing I do like about this show is everybody's got a different story, and good, bad, or indifferent. I like to hear a good story. You know what I mean?
Sure.
If it's something you did, something stupid, something funny, just something
sure.
irrelevant. But I think that's a good part of the show. Just people just talk about whatever and
absolutely
just tell some kind of a story.
People are so much more complex than what you see at the surface, and to be able to come on to a show and just shoot the shit, have some fun.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to like about that?
Yeah.
I hope that other people enjoy it as much as I do, man. I want to keep doing this.
Probably not.
What time is it? Almost 2:00 right now.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
So
It feels like 10 minutes.
the three of us, I'm sure, normally on a Sunday, would
watch
be
football.
watching football.
But now we can't.
And my team's exactly.
You guys are doing this.
I haven't even checked my phone once. I haven't checked
Patriots
my
are
phone
4.
once.
That's what they-
So it's like this is enjoyable.
No, it
It's
is.
a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys.
It's
Yeah.
different, something I'm sure you don't do often, and I sure as hell love this.
I know it's a little weird that it is during football, which, by the way, if you want to watch football, put that on in the background, because I love football too. So I get it. But I just think it's cool that people want to watch this and just engage, because I mean we can see all this kind of
Let's see
stuff.
if there's any more comments. If there's any
Yeah, that's
more.
one thing you gotta. I like that when you respond to the comments.
Let's,
Yeah,
let's
that way
connect
people
with
feel-
our audience.
There's
Yeah,
some comments
people
in here.
relevant to the
So
show.
Brooke Wardwell, she was here at the teacher tasting party, which is what Jessica called it.
Oh, is that what
You
the
got to
completely word?
rephrase that, bud. You got to
No,
rephrase
that's what
that.
Jessica called it. She
The
had
teacher
that,
tasting
the teacher
party.
tasting party. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
just
she changed the name
there were
after
no
that. I
there
was
were no
very
teachers
disappointed.
tasted that night.
What?
But I was tasting all the teachers.
No teachers were tasted that night.
But yeah, so
Damn. What kind of part was that?
she and Amanda and several other teachers were here. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? So I think when you took your phone back, you deleted the orders. So that goes back
that's
into
getting
Jessica's
that's
lap.
going
That's-
down.
yeah,
Right there.
she's saying that Jessica deleted Zach's order.
Oh.
I think we've got a chat fight on our hands.
Oh, if I had a computer in front of me, I'd be getting.
I like it. Someone's spilling all the beans.
Yeah.
The truth is coming out.
Teacher tasting, see? Yeah. Like.
Tasting.
I'm
Yeah.
liking that comment.
Boom.
It's not creepy.
No, I met a lot of good people there that night.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
just a lot of-
You did.
lot of
good
cool
people.
people.
A lot of good people.
Yeah,
Bet it was fun.
Yeah.
it was. It was.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, I'm sorry. It wasn't.
Wish you could have been here, Mike.
Ixnay. Ixnay.
Zach, shut up, dude.
It's probably the best party I've ever been to.
I think I was watching the show the kids that night.
Have
I
you,
think Jessica's super happy about us calling her out for
the Thai food?
the Thai food.
I'm sorry, Jess. Everyone
You're
was
not
having
sorry.
fun.
You shouldn't be.
You know what? She shared the
Don't you
spring rolls
apologize
with
to her.
me.
She didn't
Okay,
feel
I'm
it.
not sorry. I'm still
She didn't
holding
feel
a
Yeah,
grudge.
you're the victim.
Yeah.
You're the victim.
I need a support group for this.
Don't go to the internet.
You done all your Christmas shopping? You even started it?
I don't know. Jess, are we done?
Jess, am I done my Christmas shop? Yeah, something like that.
I do mine online. You guys do that too? Or?
Man, you know what's
can,
tough is
yeah.
that you go out Christmas shopping and you always find stuff that
You want?
I'm just going to tell everyone, don't buy me any gifts. I already bought it for myself. But with that, don't expect anything from me.
Yeah, I did buy a new camera for the podcast, so I
That's
guess
a
I'm
business
guilty there.
expense.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
can write
Christmas.
that off.
That's right. I'm gonna write that off. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be the giveaway, just like Ellen or Oprah. This is the Christmas special. We're giving away cards
you
and
gotta have
books.
a
And
Christmas giveaway.
Yeah, I'm giving away my
you can write it all
my
off.
new camera. Apparently,
Yeah, there you go.
that's all I can give away.
You get 1 6-ounce glass of Philippon ale.
Yeah,
There you go. You ought to set
Get
off
outta
a
here.
giveaway 6-pack giveaway.
I could.
Yeah, do something Christmas
Why don't
spectacular.
you?
What's that?
Why don't you?
Okay, the next one I bottle, I will. You know what? I'm gonna either
he's
bottle.
getting
By the way, I
defensive
know.
now.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't ever bottle. That's
you
when
know
I
what?
bottle. I will.
I'll prove to my followers.
No, I've got, and I was saying this too, and I kind of cut myself off because I love to do that. I made a German style Pilsen ale for
Pilsner.
you. No, it's a
No.
Pilsen.
Pilsen. Okay, sorry.
Pilsen. And then I've got a American Red ale that I made for Mike.
Me?
Yeah, for you.
What is it?
It's American Red.
Love that stuff.
Because I'm
Yeah,
German.
it's for you.
You're American.
Oh, is that Italian?
Really?
Because you're American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
You're
hipster?
actually Italian. What's an Italian beer? I've never heard of an Italian beer. Don't
No,
they
Stella
only make
Artois.
wine?
Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Coors Light.
I'm
They
sure
only-
people are yelling
Lychee.
right now, going,
Lychee.
throwing them out there.
Coors
but-
Lychee.
Yeah, I don't think I was thinking like, Italian beer. What the hell is that?
Yeah, I mean,
It's wine, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know.
Don't they only make wine?
The only thing Italian about me, I guess, is my name. I don't know. Sorry, Dad. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I've got those two coming up, and I could bottle them. If I did that, then I would be able to share them. Or I could make a better excuse for people to come over here
Oh,
and drink the beer here.
that's why.
So yeah, so that would work out well too. So
You
You
let
gotta
me
do
know
a
how
Christmas
that
party
goes.
show.
what's that?
Have a Christmas party show.
I maybe could
Have just like a
Maybe
ton of
could.
people in the back, and Zack and I, being repeat guests.
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
can sit at the bar.
Yeah, you can even put us in the Hall of Fame someday. It could be like Gippers with those like gold placard things that are inscribed.
Yeah.
Our silhouettes.
All right. Yeah, we gotta get the silhouettes made. Nice.
We could come in our
do
yellow
have
jackets.
we do have your names up here on the board, so
There we go.
Yeah.
Just in case nobody.
At least you
knew.
can see it now. Well, yeah, you can.
kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you've done a better job with that.
Thanks, man. Just trying to improve.
Add us
I
on
lift people
Facebook.
up. What's that?
Add us on Facebook.
Add us on Facebook. Yeah, that's Mike Rucci.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need the friends.
Again, you're gonna get like
Get more memes of how
Random-
idiot.
you're gonna get more memes about the gas tank.
So, Denny, where do you want this show to go, as far as long term?
Long term, man, I genuinely really want people to just enjoy this. I hope that it becomes super popular, when I get this all edited and put up onto YouTube. And if it got popular enough, and I was able to, get it monetized and all the popularity was there, basically everything's going to go back into the show, maybe for as long as it needs to. And I'd love to get like a little bit of help. Somebody that can like kind of procure like funny videos or just help load things up, work on contacting people to make sure that you can use these videos.
And for the viewers at home, this is 100% improvised. This
Oh,
is just
yeah, I
three
mean-
dudes sitting here with headphones and a microphone talking right now.
I mean, we got like maybe one or two talking points sometimes, but not today.
It's good to have those bulletins, to have
Yeah.
keep a flow.
Just to keep the flow, but that's really it.
When
Other
is,
than that,
when is your YouTube debut? It's supposed to
well,
be
I
this
wanted
month,
it to
right?
be December 1st, but really, I've got a lot of videos to edit. So,
Is that the holdback? Is the editing or?
yes, especially.
Why don't you just throw it up and let them edit it? And they'll tell you what you need to get rid of.
No. I don't care about that. I care about having my sound levels right so people can hear
Oh,
things. Stuff like that. That's what I mean. They can. They
I
can
got you.
tell me-
I don't know much about it. So.
Yeah, no, I'm less concerned about that kind of stuff. I mean, because basically, if it's if they don't like the language or whatever, I don't care. I mean, if that's what makes it not monetizable, then I won't be monetized, because to me it's more important that I can just do what I want to do and have fun. And because I've said it before, if I'm not having fun doing this, I won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Unless this were to get to be so big that I'm like hey, I'm gonna quit my job or whatever. And I don't see that happening like next week. So
YouTube's a funny thing, man.
I mean, I don't know. It could
Yeah.
be something like that.
Yeah, the people that went viral had no idea that they were
Well-
going to go viral.
My son was watching a video this morning, and I saw in the description they tagged like Transformers, a bunch of toys.
Yeah.
It had 300 million views, and I'm not lying. It was just a skateboard ramp at a park, and this guy had maybe 50 cars, plastic cars lined up, and he was just pushing them down the ramp. And my son was watching. I was like, I couldn't put 300 million, and I'm sure
Dude.
that guy made a ton of money off
gonna
it.
look
Dude,
that
you're
up
going to
when I
make
get
me
home.
so incredibly sad because what's going to happen is I'm going to put mine up and I'm going to get like 4 views and they're all going to be from me. And so
Or the guests on your show. Go back and look.
I've literally
It's
I
like-
couldn't
myself,
believe
well,
that. He's just pushing
I'm on
cars
YouTube.
down a ramp. Like my son was like enamored by it. And like thought it was awesome. And I was like,
yeah, but I mean, you know, you think about it, and like comparatively speaking, some really good-looking woman just goes up there and she shows her butt. Now all of a sudden, she's got 500,000 views. I mean, that's
Is
the
that what we
reality.
have to do?
Is that? I mean, if we show our butts,
I think I've seen that
we
one.
might get a few million. Yeah, I think a
Few million.
right? So if you really think about it, it's like I'm trying to put out, you know, good content, stuff that I would want to watch.
Maybe you need more nudity.
It maybe. Okay.
Zach, you want to break that? You want to break that?
Instead of an ugly sweater contest, it's an
Ugly chest.
ugly birthday suit.
Oh man. Oh, speaking of which, we're gonna be doing an ugly sweater pub crawl. I don't know if you're interested. Would you like to go to that?
When?
I am inviting you.
Yeah, right after the show. Mike, I was just kidding.
It's incredible how many people are going to that.
Go.
When is it?
It's next weekend.
Next Saturday.
yeah.
Well, this
I gotta-
coming weekend. Yeah.
I think I get another Christmas party to go to.
That's what's tough is everyone's got
Yeah,
something
yeah,
going
yeah,
on,
okay.
but
What is this? You guys putting it on or
no,
no,
we're-
there's a lot of people going.
There's
is there?
a lot of people. I'm
people.
really excited about going to this.
is it? Where is
because-
it? Portland? Or?
Yeah. Oh, haha. Pam and I talked about the ladies' show where men come on shirtless. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to be on that show.
Was that Pam?
Yeah.
Avila?
Pam, yeah.
Pam Dale, yeah.
She's a blast, man. She's a blast, yeah.
Yeah. She liked my cologne the other
Pam
night.
Day. Yeah. She's
Hi,
so
Pam.
fun.
Hey, Pam.
She
She's
had a
good
great
shit.
show. She was funny. I don't know if did you see that when she was
Yeah,
on?
that's all right. There's a picture you guys are talking about.
Yes. Well, she was talking about how she didn't like her boobs, so she wanted to get new ones, and she was hoping that she would get enough views on the show that people could send her money to get new boobs.
I guess I missed that part.
Yeah, no, that was like definitely the main subject of her.
So does that go for all of us and our wives if we?
Yes.
I'm just gonna
Speak for yourself,
stop
man.
that now.
For your own boobs?
No,
Yes.
I'm just wondering for
I
everybody
want
else.
new
on
boobs,
the-
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
for my boobs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Who's watching?
Yeah, I know, right?
Pam, don't tell Al.
2 people are viewing.
Right. Yeah, no. Let's see. Jessica says I need an autograph pick board, and Pam and Jess were talking about the ladies' show. So this is one of those things where they came on the show and it was a great show. And they say, "Hey, we want to do an all ladies show," and I'm thinking of the logistics of doing that, and it's like they don't really know how to run the equipment, so I'm gonna have to show
Bow
them
out
how
of
to-
this conversation.
Shut up!
too.
Show them how to run it.
I haven't said anything.
Or
Yeah. Dig that ditch by yourself, bud.
yeah, well, no,
I was actually.
nice
you just
knowing
have-
you, Denny.
guys.
You're not showing your
I'm just saying
showcase
they don't
just
know how
as
to run
her.
my equipment, all right? So whatever. You can extrapolate whatever you want from that. You know what? I hope somebody just takes a snippet of like a couple of the words that I said and makes it into something
Just
that's
jumps it.
incredibly offensive.
That's what I'm getting at.
That'd be great.
Yeah, women don't know how to run shows.
Like legitimately. Okay, so actually, to get back into like answering your question of what do I want out of the show,
Oh, gee, that was like
want-
20 minutes ago.
It was. So let me cut myself off a few times and then answer.
Give us a soundboard.
Yeah. What I really want out of life is
Out of life.
out of life.
Oh, jeez.
Out of
Give
life.
me another beer, buddy.
Yes, I want the show to get big enough where people send in submissions of like making music that has to do with the show, like people that take snippets of things that we say, and then turn it into something funny, and then submit it back to the show, and like so we can give them credit and stuff. But like we get to play that,
Like
and
a
then-
soundboard kind of a thing?
Yes, like that kind of stuff. Like people that are really good at sound editing and things like that. I want them to be able to do that, like send back like music or like some kind of like them chopping up phrases of things that we say and turn it into something.
Like make songs out of it?
Yes.
Like the guy that does like the hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband's doing,
like
and then
that
make a
kind of
song
stuff.
out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like exactly.
Yeah,
like
good
that.
luck with that. I don't know anyone that'll do
I
that.
don't know anybody.
Yeah, I don't
like
want to be part of that.
No, but I.
Good aspirations, Daddy,
But
but I
I'm
don't
hoping.
think that's happening.
Well, I'm not saying that you guys are capable. Whatever.
No, definitely,
I just
not.
want
I'll
there would be some
try.
song made about me.
Yeah, no.
I'll use my little Tykes keyboard thing.
So what I hope is that the show gets big enough that somebody with that kind of talent wants to
Contribute
back to the show, because I love that kind of stuff. It's so fun doing things like that, doing like little cartoons or art.
Well, why don't you
things of
ask?
that nation?
So you can ask the show. You haven't.
We got to get the audience involved. more.
I want the audience
You
to
know?
be more involved. Like I want people
Call
to,
in.
Yeah, I want
Give me your
Call
number.
in.
Danny, what's your number?
Yeah, right. You're live on the air.
live on the air. Oh
I think
man,
it'd be great if some kind of people.
no
call
joke.
in.
I should. I swear, I should get a phone number that people could actually call while I'm on the
I
air.
would love
and
that.
then I just answer it and throw it up to the mic, and that's what we do.
Speakerphone. I'm sure you could do it through a
like
computer.
part of
somehow.
what
You need to get padded
Skype-
bar stools
Skype
too.
or something.
We're gonna sit
Yeah.
here for 2 hours.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, man. No, I would love that. Like that kind of stuff I've always gotten a real kick out of, and I love it. Like when people are really good at it, it's artistic and it's something fun.
Do something like get a bunch of T-shirts, and then say if you share it, a random person that shares these videos.
Yeah, people like
could
free
win-
shit.
People like free stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't free, but I would
Well,
be willing to
To them it is.
Yeah, but think
It's a
about.
$10 investment for you.
I was just gonna say.
yes, and they're not bad,
And
right?
you can write it off.
Yeah,
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
I
You
think
can
the call-in
LLC
thing-
this thing.
Yeah.
That'd be a great element. Or even if you took questions from people if they said something stupid or something like that.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Three people who think they're experts in everything.
I'd love to hear more feedback or questions from the people.
Yeah,
that
I
are
totally
watching
agree on
right
that. I agree on that.
So, all right, let's check it out.
All right.
All right, so we got
What did Jess
some comments
Yes, we
about
got the-
pizza.
Hi, Jess.
Yes.
Jessica's upset about something being bullshit. Lisa Chessie, what's up? Lynn Morans, she's joined us. Welcome.
boob say?
Matt Mazziola,
Oh,
what's up, Matt?
what's up, buddy?
Yeah, Pam and I talked about the show where men come on shirtless. All right, well, I guess I won't be on that show.
Who said that?
Jess. She says, right here, she says, Pam and I talked about the ladies' show where men come on shirtless. Yeah, and I do want fan art in all medias. So she's not wrong, man. She ain't wrong.
Huh. I disagree on that show.
On what show?
The men show. The balance that it's sexist.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, where men come in topless?
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna watch that one.
No?
Do you remember the Man Show?
I probably
The man
With
show.
Adam
Boy.
Carolla and
I do.
Yeah. That was a great show.
Yeah,
They're
it was,
completely different guys now.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
used to
right.
do
Oh, yeah.
everything
Oh, yeah.
wild, and now they're like, oh no, don't do that. That's totally incorrect.
So I used to love that show, and they used to end every show with
Juggies.
with juggies. Yes, they would be.
Gee, you got excited on that. Yes, big juggies.
It's the girls jumping on trampolines.
Okay, Mister. Yeah, you just.
Oh boy, yeah.
off.
A pause on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they ended every show with juggies, and so this was when Jess and I first started dating. We
Jeez,
went to
long
like
time
some
ago.
fun house or whatever, and she was jumping on a trampoline, and she's like, "Look, I'm a juggy."
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. If I was like, if I was like,
Good
I was
talk
like,
on
that's
that
hot.
one.
What did you say? You know, it's
right.
like, how do
Hey.
you respond to that?
All right. You know what? Thank you for being good friends and being awkward
right,
about
baby.
responding to that. I
That's
appreciate
right.
it. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh man, this is fun. I like this. I'm
that was a good
serious.
time.
I'm serious. I was decorating my Christmas tree, and then I couldn't find my keys. I was like, I got to go over to Denny's and do this, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I was right before this. I was making beer with my brother, but he lives like a half hour away. So
How come he doesn't watch?
what's that?
How come he doesn't watch? I have to call
He's got
him
a
out.
newborn.
He's what?
He's got a newborn.
Oh, newborn.
Newborn.
B,
Yeah.
Born. B.
Yep. My little nephew. So
Wow,
that's why he
congratulations.
hasn't been. Yeah. So he's doing great, but you know how it is when you have a newborn. He's
Got 3 of them.
yeah.
You have
Yeah,
3
so-
kids?
Yeah.
Good for you.
All boys.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a secret to getting all boys.
Yeah. What's the secret?
That's way more kids than I have.
You got
Tell me what the secret is.
you got to knock the bottom out.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break.
And now for a word from our sponsor.
The men's views just went up.
Oh, that's
I need to know the secret.
Oh, damn. Who's
we
our
don't care about
sponsor?
Freemasons.
Now
we don't
from
know
a
about
word
having
from our
boys.
sponsor.
yeah. I'm not going to give the full
that's our
full
sponsor.
description because at work is I have a different. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's what you got to hear. That's how you know you got a boy.
Yeah, no kidding. I need more of these.
You know, but just having a kid in general.
Yeah.
I envy that. I'd love to have kids.
I can send them over.
You can have them
So
as
next
long as you want. I mean, up until 18, really.
Yeah. Oh, I just got a message.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, what'd you get, man?
I got a picture.
So you got one of those fancy watches?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Nice. You look
Odd
young
picture.
there.
Yeah, it's an odd picture from my brother.
Oh, hi, brother.
Yeah. Did your brother send you something good?
No.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. I ain't gonna show it to the world though. Should be
All right.
watching. That's
Oh,
one of those,
man.
like rock band or something.
You're
like
singing karaoke.
that. Well, maybe it was karaoke.
Yeah.
I don't know where we get that.
That was when I was in a rock band. Oh, no. It
Kara-
might have been karaoke.
Okay. That was money.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah. You
Nice.
guys do that? You guys do karaoke?
Karaoke?
Yeah. What's your song? You do it?
Oh, yeah, I do it. I've got no shame. I do that in a heartbeat.
What's your song?
You know, whatever. I love improvising. Do you tell me what song to sing, and
I don't know.
I'll sing. No, I'm just saying it
Oh,
in
that's
general.
what you're saying.
In general,
All right,
if someone says grab a mic and then someone picks a song,
Yeah, I got you.
I'll just
You
do
gonna
it.
do it?
Do you mean like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You do karaoke here?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I quite literally have a microphone and a speaker set up under the bar on all the time.
Well, let me check my messages. See what the invite
What the heck?
is.
That's a lot of
let me see. Let me see the
It
messages
is
again.
it is literally on all the time for
So
this
why,
exact reason.
Why are we doing karaoke here then?
I know this.
I don't know.
Your show, this podcast,
Yeah,
just turned
we're
into a
gonna-
karaoke
Oh,
show.
no, I'm
bud.
trying to get some musicians to come on the show.
Musicians?
They can.
I just
Musicians
wanna-
don't do
that's
karaoke.
a,
No,
that's
I
a
want them,
show.
I want them to
Karaoke.
plug in to the mixer that I got, and then I get to sing like a jackass to their songs. Why wouldn't they love that?
Why aren't you doing it right now?
Yeah.
Because you guys aren't playing instruments.
Oh.
I can beatbox.
Well, no, I did nothing. I'll just drink.
I can't even do that. I was joking.
No, I can't beatbox.
No.
Neither can I, yeah.
All right. So I'm pretending to be cooler than I am, which is kind of my mode of operation. But the reality is that I don't have the guts to get up and sing in front of people like that. I can't do it. I
Yep.
can't do it, man. I can do this because it's kind of an intimate conversation between us.
Intimate. We're
very
looking into each other's eyes
Very
while we
intimate.
talk.
I noticed that. Yeah, I was wondering. I thought.
I mean, I was gonna say sexy, but I said
Yeah.
intimate instead. But it's just a conversation between us. So, like for me, that seems to be easier than if I was speaking to a crowd of people.
well, when you do it, just sing to us then. Don't
Yeah.
worry about the other people.
Yeah, go on stage,
Let it
close
get
your eyes, and
intimate.
pretend you're
Yeah,
talking.
and you guys can act just like those internet people acted toward you.
No, you don't want that.
No.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of guts
I
to
don't
do
want that.
karaoke.
It
really does.
It does. It takes
Not
guts
everyone can do
or
it.
a very weird self-image. Honestly, it's one of the two,
Mm-hmm.
right? You either got a lot of guts or you've got
A lot of beer.
a lot of well,
Yeah.
that's false guts.
It all comes down to preparation.
Yeah.
If you feel
A through G.
well, if you know a song and you feel confident in the song that you're singing, Oh, okay.
Oh, and I agree.
Yeah, good talk. Yeah. Motivational Zach doesn't need to be part of the show.
You bring that somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too much.
Let's listen to motivational Zach.
No.
So you were saying it comes down to preparation.
It does.
Okay.
It does. You know, like not everyone can do karaoke. Like you said, either you're under the influence or you're confident that you have a good voice.
Or you're just confident in yourself. You know what I mean?
But that's
just
exactly
enjoying life. I mean, who
Yeah,
cares?
exactly.
You know?
You believe it or not.
I guess there's three, right? There's three reasons.
Do people really go home though and be like, "Man, that guy sucked"? They talk about it weeks later. Maybe remember that dude did karaoke. He blew.
I have done that before. I've listened to karaoke going, oof. And then weeks later, man, you remember how bad that guy was?
Well, those are the people you empower to keep them going up.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
keeps the
exactly.
entertainment level high.
Hey, get back up there.
Exactly. You know?
You do the same thing. Oh yeah, you did a good job. Go back up.
No, it's a good tool, especially if you do karaoke on this show or something. Once you can break that ice, for myself, I couldn't talk in front of people. Stand in front of classes, like for public speaking, I couldn't do it. And then I joined chorus when I was a kid. I loved singing. My sisters and I, we loved singing. I had a deep voice, so I loved singing in choir and stuff.
Give us a sample. Hallelujah. You got
Give us a sample, Zach.
Hallelujah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was like an
We're going to
angel.
take a quick commercial break again.
Nice.
You were singing
but-
like a bird.
All right, so you're comfortable with that.
Once I started singing like national anthem out front of like, go ahead, cut me off. That's fine. I'm ready for it.
Did you really? You did
Yeah,
national anthem?
all the time.
Oh,
I used
wow.
to sing choir solos all the time in front of
that's
large
pretty
groups of people. And once I overcame that fear, public speaking in front of like this kind of stuff, that's why I love sales, because I've got no problem
Yeah.
doing it anymore. You got to conquer your fear.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
nice voice.
You mean that, Denny?
Yes, I do.
Your opinion means a lot to me. Okay, to that.
That's only for one guy.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good. Hey, I think
I
I
didn't
need
even really try.
What's that?
Another time. The next time I come on the show, I'll sing for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll sing for the audience.
Well, you were on the first show and the 9th show, so now you're going to have to be on the 18th show. This is how my show
That's
works.
all-
It's just
yeah.
math.
It
That's
is.
all.
See you on the 12th with the fighter pilot.
Yeah, 3rd, 6th, 9th. You're going to have to be on the 12th.
Actually, it'll be the 17th because that's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
It's that math thing again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Is that what it is?
You'll get there
said.
quick.
All right.
Denny's at work, and the lines are just breaking, and he's going, I can't wait for my next podcast.
Everything's
The red
falling
lights
apart
are
around me. And I'm just, that's all. I'm just like, man, I can't wait for
Plant
this podcast.
manufacturer. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's how it feels. That's how it feels at work.
No, this is a good outlet for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a good outlet for you.
No, it's a good.
You know what, Zach? You're one of the most creative people I know. Like, you're one of those guys.
I used to do a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I still do. I don't do drugs.
I know that's not
I just
true, but-
I just sell them. Give me a call 312. Just kidding.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you're one of those people that's been very creative. Just when we talk, you come up with these just creative, funny things that we all enjoy, just like these silly stories or whatever.
Oh, thanks,
right?
man.
But then you've been leading the draft league, but you're the one that does like 99% of the write-ups, and when you do, you always put in something funny and interesting, and
I
people
try.
love that. And then you've got this art outlet that you use where you were doing these cool paintings and stuff.
What, you paint and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, you
yeah,
do
and
everything.
it's like a.
I do a lot of things that I do
kind of
magic.
painting?
I do magic tricks. I do a lot of things that I just.
What kind of magic trick? Okay,
I do a
so
lot
I
of-
don't know about
I-
the
I-
Oh,
magic.
you see the smile.
See, that's
Wow,
the thing,
wow.
not a
You
lot
see
of
that?
time.
You lit,
Let's do
he
one
lit
at a
up
time.
when he heard magic tricks.
Let's do one at a time.
I do a lot of
Let's
things
do the
that-
painting thing first. Tell me a little bit more about the painting stuff that you do.
I'll be upfront with you, man. I don't do as much painting as I used to. I never took lessons, and one day I was watching YouTube, and as a suggested video, it was one of those street performers. I was doing the spray paint art, and they were making planets and everything like that.
Yeah.
And something just struck a chord. I'm going, I could do that. So I spent like the next 2 weeks just laying in bed all night long watching hundreds of videos and learning the techniques that they were using. And one day I literally went to Hobby Lobby and Walmart. I bought like $100 worth of spray paint, went in my backyard, and went, holy crap,
I did it.
I did it.
That's awesome.
And once you can understand that, like the depth perception and colors and shading and lighting,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, if you were to say, hey, Zach, paint me a face, I can't do that. But if you say, here's a picture of the mountains and stars, boom, done. Acrylic, oil, I love it. But I went like 2-3 years of doing all this art, and the things that I wanted to do, I would make a mistake and then just say, you know what, I'm just going to change it, and that would be my best artwork.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden, just something just, maybe it was time, maybe it was inspiration, I don't know, but I just don't do it as much, you know, but I dabble in little things, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
part of the journey of life. You just,
Well, I mean, you know, as you kind of progress through your life, you know, you're going to learn new things, but some things are the kind of things that you want to keep doing forever. Some things are things that you are interested in. They help you grow as a person, but you can put it on the back burner and then come back to it whenever you feel like it. And I think sometimes art in particular, depending on the kind of art, you know, you got to have a good outlet, right?
yeah.
And so, at least for me, you know, right now I can honestly say, like, this is an artistic outlet for me, and I want to continue doing this for as long as I'm interested in it. You know, and if I become not interested in it, or you know, don't find it fun, then I don't want to do it. But I feel like this is an avenue where I could really enjoy doing this for maybe forever. I don't know. I mean, it depends on whether my
30
friends
years
want
from
to keep
now.
coming or not.
Yeah.
You
I don't
know?
You have to have wheelchair access. Then.
Yeah.
It's tough because, like, so for art, I love doing it. I started art and I was giving away all my paintings as gifts, and people weren't appreciating it as much. And you almost have like a...
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I gave a couple of paintings as gifts, and then I found them, like, I'd go to their house and it was in their basement. And I'd go, are you kidding me? You've got Hobby Lobby cheap stuff on the wall, and you've got my
That's
painting.
not that.
on-
It's just the fact that it was handmade. See, I
Well,
appreciate.
yeah, and that's
like,
that's
Yeah,
Something that's-
I definitely do. I appreciate that.
That's a
more.
maturity thing.
Not
most of
everyone
the-
does, though. I mean, I'd get people that would message me. I'd post a picture of art, and people would message me and say, oh, can you create this for my kid? Can you do that? And then they'd say, how much do you charge? And I'd go, and I'm looking on, like, Etsy, and people are charging $500 for a little painting. I'm thinking, I don't know, 100, 150 bucks. The canvas alone cost me 50, 60
Yeah,
bucks.
that's one thing that
Not
people
alone.
don't realize is that those
They
canvases are freaking expensive.
canvas-
And
Money
then it's the
aside,
paint,
though, the thing is, though, if
canvas.
you give a gift, you know, something like that.
Oh,
it's
well,
just-
people would go,
no
oh,
appreciation.
you know, 150 bucks. I could buy something like that on Amazon or whatever for 50 bucks. And I'm
Say,
going,
go ahead.
that somebody
okay, well, that's
made?
a copy.
No. That
exactly.
somebody made, definitely not.
So then I found that when I was giving gifts, if it wasn't being appreciated like I appreciated, when I paint, it's an expression of myself. I'd be at work and I'm trying my best to make money at work, but all I could think about was getting home because I had an image in my head that I wanted to portray, I wanted to express on the canvas. And once I did it, as soon as I gave it to someone else, it was like a... I don't even know what to call it, but like I'd give it to someone else and I'd have this separation anxiety, like that was my expression.
Well, you made
so if
that.
they can't, if they don't appreciate it like I do, then you
can't
know.
necessarily expect that, though. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing is that then I
Yeah,
started
I mean-
painting for myself, and then my house was full of my own paintings.
Oh, yeah.
So then I was like, okay, well,
I'm sure there's people out there, you know, what I mean, appreciate different things and stuff like that. So I mean,
I guess so.
Zach, I would appreciate a Zach Timmermeyer painting.
For how much money though? $50?
$4.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's
I
just,
totally
it's the
put
same-
it
No, I
down
really
there.
would. I really would.
It's the same thing with softball. You know, so you're talking about how I'm a creative person and everything. I'm an emotional person.
For sure.
I live vicariously through the emotions of other people. I love entertaining people. I like making people laugh, making them happy. Because no matter how down and about I am or how depressed I am, when I entertain other people, it makes me feel better about myself, no matter what I have going on in my life.
Yeah.
So with softball, the reason why I do so much work with softball is I love softball, but I like making people happy. The problem was is that then it got to the point where life caught up with me, and I couldn't do the write-ups as much, and so many people would be upset that I wasn't doing the write-ups all the time. And once people started not appreciating that, I lost interest. I was like, you know what?
Too bad. That's too bad. Because I will say this is that I appreciated the effort that you were putting in, and
I
honestly,
appreciate that.
like I legit did. I was like, holy shit! I cannot believe that you were putting in. Because he was doing this long write up for every game of the season. So
It's exhausting.
Yeah, and so
you wouldn't think it would be what it is.
yeah, and he did a great job. Like he was like there'd be 3 games a night for 2 nights a week at least. And so there's 6 games that he's doing a write-up for. So, he'll take, like, he sees most of the games, but the ones that he doesn't see, like, he'll take all the information and all the stats and everything, and he'll be like, oh, this person hit, 3
Like a
home
newspaper
runs and
write-up
blah,
or
blah.
something?
What's that?
Like a
Basically, I do
it's kind of like that, but it was like an
write-ups.
internet type thing.
So if a guy hit a home run that barely cleared the fence, it doesn't go in the write-up as barely cleared the fence. It's this majestic Titanic home
Yeah.
run that took
Yeah.
out a satellite.
like the
Something-
Olympics or
Yeah,
something
it's
like that.
embellishment.
we're
Yeah.
having fun with
Yeah,
it, and it's just,
they
it was
used a
awesome.
shaved bat. I love doing that stuff.
Yeah.
The problem was that I was focusing so much on that league and doing that stuff that I was focusing on making everyone else happy except for myself. I'm coaching. I'm doing the write-ups. I'm doing the stats. I'm
That first
playing.
year was a rough one for you, and I know it was.
Oh,
I know
you
it
and
was.
I were 2 of 5 first basemen drafted.
Drafted?
Yeah.
You guys have a softball
we got
draft?
this draft league, okay? Because
you gotta-
You got a lot of talent in the league.
Well, no. What it is local softball. You get these teams that stack up, and then they go into an average Joe's league, and they just demolish everyone. So then those average Joes who just play for fun are like, all right, that's it. We're quitting. We're folding
That's
our
funny.
team.
I didn't know those leagues existed like the average Joe. Like I could totally be down
Well,
for that.
that's the thing is they really don't anymore.
Oh.
So that's why we started this league. This guy Heath Crocker, he works for the Auburn Rec. What we did is we sat down. We're like, how can we bring softball back to the area? And we're thinking we need to make teams more balanced.
Yeah.
So instead of putting together a team and paying just that one team's league fee, what we do is you pay your own personal fee, and then we rank all the players based on skill level and what level of that they've played.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I
then
mean?
we
It takes
literally
the,
do like a fantasy baseball draft.
Oh, wow.
So every team's got 3 or 4 of your elite, 3 or 4 of your medium good guys, and then 3 or 4 guys that are just playing for the first time. So it comes down to chemistry, But it's a lot of fun because then you get some guys that are the elite players that aren't successful, and then you've got the C level guys that go in there and they tear it up and they get that exposure and.
It makes
It's a great
it's
opportunity.
worthwhile for everybody, though. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Exactly.
You put a team together, and you guys kind of suck, and you're going against these powerhouses. No,
That's the
I
thing.
like that. I didn't know that existed. That's
Every
pretty
year
good.
in this league, it seems like somebody's the team that's the powerhouse all season long, and then all of a sudden they go into playoffs and chemistry falls apart. One guy's not there,
Yeah.
Or you could beat one team 25-14, and then the next time you play them, you beat them 25-14.
Yeah.
You never know.
That makes it fun to be a coach too. I bet you the draft's a good time.
It is and it's not because you get stress out about guys texting you 45 minutes before the game saying, "Hey, I can't make it because of something," and then you're trying to put together your lineup. So you're a coach, but you're also a player. So and I also pitch. So here I am. You put together your best lineup, then you get on the field and you're pitching, and all it takes is one guy to make an error. And in your head, if you're not mentally tough, you're getting frustrated. So now you go up to bat, and instead of just going out and using it as an outlet, you're thinking about previous stuff, and it ends up not being that fun for coaches because there's too much going on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it's a very well balanced league. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds like it. This is the
for
league you're in
fill-up,
too.
buddy.
What's that?
This is the league you're in.
Absolutely, yeah. This is it.
He was on a good team this year.
What a fun league!
Yeah.
What a fun league! That first year we were on the same team, and
How many teams?
It depends on how many people. We try to get multiples of 12.
yeah,
Wow, it's a lot of people.
No,
yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of people, and it's
150 or so.
yeah, it's you know
Jesus.
I don't know if anybody else wants to argue this, but I think it's the best league in Maine, easily.
We've got a website.
Easily.
We do write-ups, stats, All-Star Game, Home Run Derby. It's a good time, but at the same time, there's egos involved.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, but that's
It would be
of
every
course.
that's every
That's
league.
every league.
I remember
the
my
thing-
father played. I remember as a kid going egos. Guys getting like he pitched too. He's in the softball Hall of Fame. But he'd strike a guy out, and there'd be a fist fight after that because
Oh,
guys
geez,
get
no
pissed.
doubt.
Yeah,
We don't
it's
see
like
that.
literally. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't see any of that stuff. The first year that we started the league, there was no interest. People weren't signing up. So instead of paying up front, what we did was we said, all right, just sign up and then pay later, which kind of sucked because we were
Because then you don't
collecting-
get the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you
It was
gotta
like,
go after them,
week 12, and we're like, hey, dude, you get that extra $5 you still owe us, you know. So, but I wanted to be a player and see where I'd get drafted and not be a coach. Well, we have this guy. He's a great guy, but it's a draft, so you're going based on what's available, and you get guys as far as like Sydney, Waterville area, and as low as past Portland. They're commuting for these
Really?
games. Oh yeah, guys are commuting
Wow.
an hour for these games. So there's a lot of names out there that people don't know. And unfortunately, I'm sitting there and the guy goes, all right, well, I'll take Zach Timmermeyer first. And I wanted to be a first baseman. And I go, okay, cool. All right. So for his first pick. And then he takes another guy and another guy. And I'm sitting there going, and I'm the one entering them in the website. And I'm going,
We're all first
okay,
basemen.
these are all first basemen.
We're all big guys.
Yeah. You know, the average height's like 6'4", 270
All
pounds.
left-handed.
I'm going, okay, this team's going to suck. Yeah, we had a rough year, but we had fun.
We did.
You know?
We definitely had a lot of fun. But we had a lot of fun because we got to drink our sorrows away.
Yeah.
So we came to Denny's bar quite a few times after games and had a lot to bitch about. But man, it was still a fun time.
I'll never forget being at
It's a close
Tribal
family.
Field in Auburn, and we were playing the Blue Jays team. So we're actual MLB teams, and we get these jerseys sublimated to look like pro jerseys with our names
really?
on it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm sure it's copyright infringement, but
Yeah.
yeah,
They're not gonna craft
we're not
a
making
beer
any
league
money
team.
off it. Yeah, exactly. So I'll never forget just standing there in right field. I put myself in right field, and Denny's in right center, and I'm going, when you and I are the outfielders, that's not good.
It's not a good
That's
sign.
not good.
Yeah,
We're first baseman.
People in wheelchairs can go faster
Yeah,
than us.
The ball comes to us. We don't chase the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
we both belong standing next to that base and taking maybe
Yeah.
3 steps.
We're the guys that hit the ball over the fence and just walk back to the dugout. There's no exercise in this.
Yeah, the DH.
Well, Zach's more the guy that hits the ball over the fence. I
No,
used to. Not anymore. But you, speaking of which, actually, you used to be quite the athlete, Mike. And but I don't know if you ever played any other sports. So, Mike, I actually met you years ago when you were playing football against me.
Yeah.
So you were playing at the rival school, and you were running back, and were you
linebacker.
Okay,
Yeah.
you were a linebacker.
That wasn't anything. I was just small and just chase people.
Yeah, not that small. But you know, you're pretty fast and stuff. But did you
stuff.
play any other sports? I didn't know if you played any other
Yeah, I
sports.
played baseball,
You did?
basketball.
I
Yeah, college hockey.
Really?
You played
Yeah.
college hockey?
Yeah, made Maritime club team.
That's right.
Even though it's club, though, you know, not a lot of high school kids can play college level.
No,
you know?
well, it was just a goon
That's a
squad.
huge
We'd drink
opportunity.
and they'd always fight. And Maine Maritime's not a hockey or a sports school. Sorry, everybody out there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet you had fun, though.
yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
yeah. So no, yeah.
I mean, I played a high level college baseball, and if you didn't go to the College World Series and win, I mean, as a pitcher, I'd pitch and then I'd wait 5 games to pitch. I'd sit in the bullpen spitting sunflower seeds. And in high school, you know, if I wasn't pitching, I was in the outfield, first base,
Yeah.
whatever. But then college, I'm just sitting there, you know, with a check, you know, with a clipboard, you know, doing pitching chart. And you'd get yelled at if you lost. You're like, I had nothing to do with this game. I sat there freezing in the bullpen running polls, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, if you can continue past the high school level, that's
Yeah. The only thing
know.
I do now is playing fitness. So that's my sport.
it's
Yeah. Well, you, I mean, you did like lose a ton of weight. You put in a lot of effort.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, the last 3 months I've been kind of. It's funny how fast you deflate. I was living
I don't
life
know
this
anything
summer,
about
man.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know,
it's
still
crazy.
inflating over here. So I,
Yeah.
I was just going to say our PSI is pretty high.
I had some size and definition, and then I stopped and just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
mean,
you're alone on that one, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's just energy in's energy out. Eat less. I guess you gain less.
yeah.
again, you're alone on this one. But
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a theory.
I've always just treated it
Oh,
like a
geez,
numbers
eat less, huh? Yeah, that sounds
Yeah, I
fun.
don't
Good luck
know.
with that, bud.
Yeah.
So it's just a numbers game. That's all it is.
So, so when you played baseball,
Yeah.
because I played baseball, did
Yeah.
you
Pitched.
What's that?
Pitched in third.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hot spot.
To what
That's so
level
long ago.
did you play baseball?
Little League.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on
Well, I
the
didn't
way.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My parents went to Martin's, got me a plastic Franklin glove, put the ball on the tee, and I was a
Yeah, no, I
stud.
played after that too, but nothing
Okay.
real serious.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I didn't know because, I mean, literally, I played baseball and or softball since I was 4.
Oh wow.
So I would have assumed if you had played that I probably played against you. at
Oh,
some point.
quite possibly. Quite possibly.
You know, I mean, I played against Auburn, Edward Little, all the local teams. Everything.
Yeah.
So I would.
Did you play
imagine-
fly football?
I did not. No,
You didn't play fly?
No, football was a weird thing for me. I didn't start playing football until I was in 8th grade.
Oh, you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, and so, well, I might have mentioned this on the show, but
It was last week. You guys are doing a lot of heyday. Look
Yeah.
how awesome we used to be. Look at me. Look how awesome we used to be.
whoa,
That's what this feels like. We're sitting here with our Letterman jacket and our horseshoe bald heads.
Uncle
Back
Rico's.
in '84, I used to throw a pigskin quarter mile. This is my state championship ring.
People are thinking of us like, oh man, those guys are great.
Yeah. We're a bunch of washed up losers.
Yeah, no,
that
I didn't-
just found out about the gas cap.
I didn't even.
Hey, I'll take it, man. I'm not lying, man. I thought I was hot
No, you
shit.
should
Like
be
I
proud of
found
yourself.
like the secret of life. Like,
Figured
that
it
is-
out?
Yeah, I figured it out. Like,
Figured it all
look
out.
at this.
It's on the last page of the Bible. You keep reading and reading. All of a sudden,
Oh, by the way,
gas
gas
cap. Now life has a purpose. Forget having
Look at
kids and
this.
everything.
Wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man.
You're gonna go check your truck later.
Yeah.
I got to make sure that my truck can do it too, because if it can't, I'm going to be super disappointed.
Yeah.
I once had a customer that bought a Nissan Rogue from me, and I always go over the books when I'm delivering a vehicle to a customer, and most people don't read the owner's manual. They'll kind of flip through it. But this one guy he was like late 70s, early 80s. He comes back a week later, and he was coming back like every other day, and each day his owner's manual was like 3 inches thick because of all the Post-it notes he was putting in that thing. The guy literally read the whole thing in the first couple
Wow.
of days. And every day he's asking me a question. I'm going, oh my gosh. Just for the people listening out there, the owner's manual is full of a lot of unneeded information.
It's a manufacturer's opinion. Of how it
Yeah,
should be run.
there's one
There's
page
no-
that says that you have to mix 50% of water and washer fluid. You don't. So don't read the owner's manual. If you have questions, just call the dealership and ask the service, whatever.
Yeah, I don't trust them either.
Yeah, there you go. Or
my
just
big
not
thing-
trust them. Screw what I just said.
Don't trust anybody.
With
yeah.
integrity, so Toyota, I bring my truck in, and they got this 60-point check. And they say, oh, this is what we do every time you get a service. And being an engineer by trade, I see all this. Oh, okay, they do this, and this. So I get basically the sheet at the end, the
They
service.
just
and we
check
did
it
this.
off.
Yeah, and one of them is like the tire pressure for the spare. And obviously it's up to me to check my truck, but this is a service they say they provide. So I asked the guy, I said, you do everything in the, yes, we do. I said, well, right here it says you don't. Well, and I've complained about it. As little as that is, because that's what my life is now, it's just picking out the small points and bitching about them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they don't, they just, I feel like the guys who get the truck, they just do a oil change and don't do the rest of the shit, that they say they will. So
That's why you need to go to Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram at Lee on Center Street.
oh no, they're the worst, dude. GMC?
What? No, not GMC. No, Chrysler.
GMC.
Chrysler
Oh, you probably know my mother then.
We're going to go to a commercial
No,
break.
she does service. Lisa Dagnall. She does.
Oh, yeah.
That's my mother.
Of course. Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
That's a small world.
Yeah.
No kidding. That's a small
I'll have
world.
to talk after.
Yeah.
I don't want to put anything on
Hey,
here.
cut
my
this
mother.
off. Just kidding.
Yeah. So you're over there in Lee then, huh?
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. I've been
yeah.
there for 7.5 years.
Not a GMC though, right?
No,
right,
never been
okay.
to GMC. I went from Honda to Nissan, now Chrysler.
Okay.
It's tough because, you guys know, when you've been in a profession for that long, you become a professional. My confidence as a salesperson is knowing my product and, so I do everything I can to be the best salesperson that I can. So whenever times are tough and I look at help wanted ads, I sell myself short. And I'm going, I can't do that. I don't know that. Ooh, car sales job. So you end up in the car industry, you have salespeople that just jump from dealership to dealership. You get into an industry and you just kind of stick with it,
Yeah.
I like doing it because I meet new people every single day. I don't sit at a cubicle, typing away. So,
Yeah. I sit at a cubicle And
That sucks, huh?
yeah, that's not my favorite.
No
But-
wonder you like this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I get out of work and I don't want to talk to anyone.
Well, no, see, I'm a project manager, so I lead cross-functional teams
Dis.
to do
Did you
stuff.
say dis or cross?
Yes, dysfunctional as well. Yeah, and so for me, like I get to meet a lot of people, I get to talk with a lot of people, but it's all technical jargon, and it's not getting to know people personally, and that is what I enjoy.
You got to keep that separated though. At some point.
Well, yeah, I mean, at work, it's like, hey, we got to figure out how to make these machines work, or how to install them, or how this widget is supposed to be attached to that other thing, and it's like, okay, so we talk about all that, and we make sure that we're all on the same page and all that kind of stuff. And it's not a bad job. It's just I want to know people. And
So you'd love sales.
yeah,
It's stressful, but you get to meet people every day.
I
That's
would,
how I know so many
But I
people.
also like getting a regular paycheck.
That's
And it's
tough.
seriously, like, I got a family to support, and so for me, it's just like I gotta make sure that I got something, reliable.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't trust myself to be able to do that from a sales perspective.
You have to be good with your finances.
Yeah,
It's you end up living.
there you go. I'm out.
You end up living a very materialistic lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm never around.
Yeah.
I leave my house at 7:30 every morning, and I'll be like, if I come home 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it's, I've got a nice house, I've got a nice car, but it's, I can do it now because I'm a single guy. I look at some of these guys that have been doing this for 25, 30 years. They're married with kids, and these guys are about to retire, and they're never home.
Yeah,
Their wives and
Yeah.
kids get to go out on vacation and everything, but every Saturday at work,
doesn't sound great.
Well, I mean, the
always
thing
home.
is,
I mean, yeah. Well, you're either always home or never home.
yes,
So,
that's
so
why I
he's
said
kind of like
it's
the
tough.
opposite of the spectrum here, is where,
Totally on her.
Richie is basically either really always home or really not home.
Yeah. So since July I was gone for 18 days, but I've been home
See,
that long.
that's difficult. Not
It is, dude.
especially to your wife. I don't know if she's watching this right now, but that takes a lot of strength.
Yeah, no, she is.
I mean, my experience
Sorry.
dating, it's tough because you want to give everything you can, but I'm never available. I give what little I can, 110%, but people are looking forward to hanging out with me on Saturdays, and I can't. That's my moneymaker day, But at least
I can totally
manage.
understand that. I mean, I've been blowing you up to hang out and do things. And
I
stuff.
wish I could. I wish I could. I'm go all the time. But I have to. I'm 33 now, and I've got to find some kind of a happy medium because, I live I have a good lifestyle. I make good money, but I don't have kids. I'm not married. I want to do that, but I feel like I've had a few failed relationships because I'm not available. I
You need
can't
a materialistic
enjoy life.
girl. That's what you need. She ain't gonna care that you're gone. As long as you're making
Yeah, that's exactly. Anyone that's listening,
one
I'm
of
looking for
those.
someone who's materialistic.
Listen, just get a woman that
Any
doesn't
tens
like
out
you
there
for
that love
you.
money.
No, but seriously, for you to not be around, that takes a special person to
It
be,
does.
to be able,
It does.
especially
A
with
lot of
kids.
guys talk about that.
That's
There's
a
a lot in
strong
my
person. you
profession.
got.
There's a lot of people, a lot of divorce, and
Yeah,
because it takes a strong person to be able to
absolutely.
hold up the
You're
house.
very lucky, especially
Yeah.
with
No, I
social
know.
media and everything. There's
Yeah.
people always looking over the other person's shoulder to see if someone's there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's you guys. I'm envious of both you guys.
Well, thanks.
Just in
I
case
mean,
anyone out
you
there
guys
is
been
interested.
together for a lifetime, just about.
Who?
You and
Al.
yeah,
Big Al.
Who? Yeah,
Big Al, my life partner.
Yeah, your life partner.
Big
Yeah.
Al. Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Yeah. That's. I mean, that's been a thing for you
Yeah.
guys forever.
Since
really.
'97.
Since
90,
before
you've been
you were
married since
adults.
90?
No, not married.
together.
No.
together. Okay.
No, they. Yeah, that was.
'97.
Yeah.
22
So,
years.
so you guys have both found people. Obviously, it hasn't been perfect, but you found partners that work through it, through the thickness and thin.
They're patient. Yeah.
It's
They talk about things. They work with you, and you
Not
work
always.
with them. Well,
Not always.
Don't idolize it like that, man.
That's
Yeah.
important.
It ain't that easy.
Elsa says all the time it's work.
It's
She's right.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but you guys could have easily have just jumped ship, but that just says a lot about you guys. That You know,
I didn't even think it was work until she told me I had to work, and I was like, oh, I guess so. Yeah.
Like, oh, all right.
It's like I was living fat, dumb, and happy.
no, it's
Yeah, and then reality was like, oh yeah, all right. So
Yeah, no, it's it's been a long
yeah, I could imagine.
been a lot of years, man. I mean, all of my adult life, really.
yeah.
So
And you know, in today's world, not a lot of people can say that.
yeah, it's true. I mean,
You know,
it's pretty easy to give up. It really is.
Yeah, I think people throw things away way too quick.
Yeah.
No one wants to fix or.
I will say this
prepare.
though, is that after having kids, it makes things different. You know, I know that as a, you know, when I was single, a million years ago, I used to think, oh man, I'm never just gonna stay with someone for a kid. And the thing is that
Sorry, I made a
like
laugh.
I could see how somebody could come. to
I don't know, so I'm just listening.
No, I can see how somebody could come to that conclusion nowadays, and it's not because you're staying with them for a kid as much as you're trying to make a family work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could see how somebody would do that rather than just be like, oh, I'm just staying because of the kid. You know, it's not like that.
But family values, I mean,
Yeah.
that not a lot of people have that.
No, it's
You know,
Not,
so
a lot of-
that's
not
the
many
tough to
people
make it
put in
work
the effort
sometimes.
to teach or to,
Yeah.
to
Well,
keep
exactly.
it going.
We go through primary school and high school and everything, and they don't teach those things.
Well, that's actually the sort of man I was telling you is all, a lot of it's about that is basically being a man and basically protecting, providing, presiding over your life.
And that's a lot of what
And-
they teach in Freemasonry.
And, well, they talk about men, how there's been a downfall of masculinity. And it's funny because he talked about, the Industrial Revolution is what started it. Because what happened is you had these fathers that were home teaching their children, to work in the field and do this and all that. And then when the Industrial Revolution came out, all the men started going to factories to work and left the women, not that there's anything wrong with that, at home to teach these boys and expected them to raise them into manhood. And then the teachers, at school
wasn't there
were
a
all
lot
female.
wasn't there a crap load of child labor though? Like
There's that, but there was no one. Yeah, they can work, but be taught these values.
Yes,
how
yeah.
to basically, treat other people and provide to your community and
Yeah.
just be a man. So,
that's exactly what
yeah, and that's why I was
Freemasonry
going to
is.
talk to you after
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it's pretty good, and that's kind of what I've been investing all my time into is reading stuff on this and
Yeah, man.
doing that kind of stuff. So
Hey,
anyway,
gotta have some family values, right?
You have to.
Yeah. So
You
it's,
have to.
it's a good thing.
yeah.
So
This is a lot of fun.
yeah, Jessica doesn't see. She says, "Well, there you have it. My marriage is just here for the kid." LOL.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, yeah.
Which is funny because like when you started laughing, I knew you were like, "Oh, what hole is he gonna?"
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I laughed.
And it's
is
like,
he
oh,
That's
dumb?
the scary
Is he
part about
dumb
this
right
because I
now?
know
Yeah.
Jess is sitting upstairs
I
listening
know.
to this. So anytime she gets mentioned, I'm going,
I'm waiting to hear the
Yeah.
love you, Jess.
Daddy, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, I'm trying to be open
Stupid?
and honest too, and maybe a little stupid. I'm not even trying to be stupid. I'm just good at it. But no, I mean, like, we got something pretty damn good.
I mean,
Now this is called saving face.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Say-
In all seriousness,
Thanks for
though,
calling me out, pal.
In-
I thought you were my friend.
In all seriousness, Jess is a teacher. That is not an easy lifestyle. That's a
yeah.
very hard
No, it's
industry
not.
to
I'm not
be in.
patient enough.
She comes home with a lot of stress, and it's not just the hours she works. She comes home and brings her work to home. You have a very stressful lifestyle.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Oh, okay.
She gave me the emoji middle finger. Thanks.
Oh,
Jess.
Okay. No, but
Sure,
all
it's not
seriousness,
number one.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was probably a number one. Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, though, she's got a stressful lifestyle. You've got a stressful lifestyle, and then you've got a kid in the middle of that. So for you guys to have been together for this long, that speaks volume.
Maybe it's meant to be. I don't know.
I think
So how about this beer? This beer's good,
Yeah.
huh?
So how about the subject change? Wait a minute.
gonna climb out.
Let's change that subject.
Yep. My ears are kind of plugged, so I didn't even really hear that.
Yeah, man. So you're single.
I'm okay with it,
You're
though.
not single.
Sorry.
But you did say that you had something to sell, didn't you?
Sell.
Or was it?
Oh no,
were
I'm
you
looking.
to
So
buy something?
yeah, so anybody out there on Facebook, he didn't get back to me on the freezer, but I am looking for beer taps. So if anybody out there has anything, I'm looking to save a couple bucks. I'm looking for 2. So beer faucets, I believe they're called, officially online. So yeah, hit me up.
Nice. Jessica says that she is in the trial period of my marriage, and she is looking into canceling her subscription.
Which can't be done over the phone. There's a fee. You have to go in.
Yeah. You have to go in person.
In person and cancel the.
Danny, I think that's a one-time fee of half.
Your contract is no longer up for renewal. Oh, man. Thank you for making me laugh, Jessica.
What are you doing for Christmas? You got
What am I
anything
doing?
special? Any parties or anything? Family stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we always...
You put him on the spot. He's like, shit,
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
Yeah, it's okay to talk about marriage, but as soon as we talk about a Christmas
everybody,
party,
yeah.
I
I was going to try and ditch everybody, but now I can't. We got a thing that we do, because we get the kid.
He doesn't know.
So,
He has no idea. This is all bullshit coming out right
way
now.
to cover everything right there.
Yeah,
We got a thing that we do. It's big.
We open presents. We open
big,
presents
and it's
that
great.
morning,
Trust
and
me on
I think Jess is making something.
Yeah, we share
Just
gifts.
make
We'll be
something.
busy. We'll be busy.
Presents and
no,
stuff.
we go see the family on Christmas Eve, and then we do a thing in the morning with Juliet, because, of course, Santa's coming. And then after that, we go have breakfast at my parents' house.
Nice.
Then usually after that, we go see Jessica's parents, and and then sometimes we'll have dinner here after that. So there's a lot of running around, but it's all local, so it all works out. We're all only 10 minutes away, so
That's convenient.
yeah.
I
it works out
have
nice.
customers all the time that come in and they're like, oh, well, I've got one kid lives out west, one kid down there, and they never see each other. So the fact that you're all close is
It is.
It's
It's
important.
honestly, it's really great. My parents get along with Jessica's parents really well. We've gone on trips together. We've gone to Disney together.
for in general.
Christmas?
I thought for
A family
Christmas, I
trip.
was like,
Well, they
geez,
say that's the best time to go.
are they hiring for engineers man?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I actually know a guy who's been an engineer at Disney for 25 years. Yeah. So if he ever comes back to Maine, I would love to have him on the show. So,
What does a Disney engineer do?
I'm going to have to ask him
Yeah,
that, because
yeah.
I don't.
I'll watch that episode.
Well, you think about it, it's like all of the rides that they have, all of the technology, everything it requires engineering, maintenance, upgrades.
So do carnivals.
That's what I'm thinking. Smoky
See, there's-
straight as
I'm just
snow.
kidding. Wrong.
I know.
Everything's
The
double
carnivals.
pin.
require mechanics. No, Disney requires engineers, and
Everything folds up and they travel in a convoy.
The
ask
zipper.
your wife because you were wrong. Nice, thanks, Jess. She's so supportive. Oh, Amanda, that's Amanda.
Oh, it's Amanda.
Nice, yeah.
Oh boy.
Wait a
Which
minute.
Amanda?
I don't know. The one who maybe didn't order your stuff, but maybe it was Jess.
That's okay.
I don't know.
That's okay.
Not
I
that
still
I'm
had
trying to
fun.
stir up that controversy anymore.
Ken?
No.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you do for Christmas? You have any
Yeah,
traditions?
we wake up at 3 or 4.
Really?
Well, we have to because the kids are up.
Wow.
So
That's true,
That's,
yeah.
that's early.
Me too. I get excited. I love to give, and we do Christmas, and then we're done about 6 or 7. Then we kind of sleep until we leave to my parents and do the same thing. When you have kids, you have to visit everybody.
Yep.
So it's just a lot of traveling. Then you get home and everybody's just melting down. And
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Do you think there's
Yeah.
any kids listening to this? Is it okay if I tell a story? It's nothing bad, but it's
I hope not.
Santa
I have a
Claus.
disclaimer saying no, kids probably shouldn't be watching. So.
okay. Good.
we already talked about knocking the bottom out.
So
So.
I want to
Yeah.
I want to tell you guys a quick story about something my parents used to do when I was a kid. What they would do is they would pre-wrap gifts, and they'd hide them on my mom and dad's side of the bed, and they would open up the windows of their bedroom. So for us as a kid, Santa Claus came multiple times, and that happened to be when they wrapped their presents.
Unlike most guys,
'Cause
right?
They didn't want to be they didn't want to be stressed out on Christmas
Right.
Eve wrapping stuff,
Yeah.
and they didn't want us to be worried about. They didn't want to worry about us finding stuff. So what they would do is they would hide the presents on the side of their bed, and they'd call my sisters and I in. And when we got into their bedroom, they'd hold a gift out the window. and then pull it in as we were coming to the room.
Like he was handing them to
As
you?
if Santa was
I'll
on
tell
the
you what,
roof,
man,
and our
that's
minds
wild,
were
man.
blown.
Yeah.
They're like, "Thank you, Santa," and then they'd give it to us. We'd run it under the Christmas tree, and we're going, "Oh my God,
that's good.
Santa Claus is on our freaking roof right now." Oops,
Dude, that'll blow your mind.
That was incredible.
That's
Then
pretty
we'd
good.
run back, and they'd already have another present out the window. So that's why I can't wait to have kids someday, because I'm going to do that same damn thing.
No,
Dude,
it's funny the traditions.
that
and
is-
stuff
that
we
is
have our
really
own, but
cool.
That's pretty
Oh,
good.
it was freaking awesome.
put
They
in
made
a
it
lot of
magical. A lot
Yeah.
of effort.
The
They-
worst is that stupid elf. And I saw
my
it two
God,
up in your
dude.
kitchen.
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
know if
the
you know
elf
about
on the
that.
shelf.
Oh my
You have
God.
2 of them.
Dude, you have no idea. Yes, I mean, you have no idea.
Every night
how
you
much-
forget about it and you're like, "Oh, elf, and you have to like go hide it.
See, that
No
takes
idea
creativity right there.
How much time, effort, and money that friggin' elf has cost us. It is nuts. And there were a couple like near emergencies because
Like 4 in the morning,
we
like,
would
"Oh!"
have ruined Christmas had if she got touched by a person.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole movie says she can't get touched by anybody. You can't, like if she falls. I guess she
Are you
is
talking
where
about the
she
elf
is.
right now?
Yeah, the
I
elf
guess
is
the
a
female
dogs just
elf?
ate
Yeah,
her because
yeah. They get all
no
kinds
she
of
kidding. I
just
didn't know there
fell
was a
and I
female
can't pick
elf
her
on
up
the show.
because then she loses all her magic and then
Christmas
Christmas
is-
is over. Yeah,
You know,
so
but,
And then
but what
finally-
you're
it is
doing,
a nightmare.
you're creating imagination.
Stress.
Oh, and stress. Yeah, same word. You know.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, I think about that when I hate to think that at 33 I'm saying when I was a kid, but you know I think about what was on TV and they all preserved innocence for kids. You know, they wanted us to believe in things, and it was magical. It was incredible.
Yeah.
So cartoons, there was so much creativity in kids shows and everything. And now here I am, 33, watching TV, going, "What the heck is this?" I feel like parents are telling kids at a young age they're destroying innocence. Like, listen, this is the real world. Boom, right in your face. There is no,
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, as a parent, like I try to see both sides, and I mean, honestly, my kid, like, you know, she's 11 now. It's like she does. Like,
Yeah, but
somebody was
that's
like, "Hey, Santa's coming," and she's like,
I tell you what.
I mean, like that's what she did. She like gave a thumbs up, and it was just like, oh man,
Which is common.
She's doing it for us. She's doing it for us at this point.
It's
you know?
common, but there's a lot of
And
people
it's-
telling their kids at a really young
Yeah,
age.
and I think
you
that's
know?
kind of a bummer because honestly, like, it was magic to her for years, and now it's just kind of like, you know. it's just kinda
Think about this. You know, when we were younger, you had people that were going to college to be cartoonists and everything. They were going. I mean, look at Mr. Rogers. He preserved innocence for kids. That was
Yeah.
his career. We grow up,
Gonna
and
be a
all we
movie
think
about it.
about is money. You know, we think about doing what's best for us. You know, financial stuff, and very rarely do you hear about people that they strive to do something for kids. That's why I love being a Shriner and a Freemason.
Shriner.
You know,
Yeah.
we create that magic. You know, it's
Yep.
really important.
The Shriners is huge on that. So I don't think we really got into it, but the Shriners, essentially, there's a Shriners hospital.
Multiple.
Yeah,
There's like-
there's several of them, but they're for children, and basically it's for children who have diseases or any type of
Severe
ailment.
burns,
or burns or
cleft
anything.
lips, you name it.
Serious stuff that basically families just can't absorb. And so the families can't absorb the cost. And so the Shriners is just a great organization where they do so many fundraisers during the year. And all of those fundraisers that they do, the proceeds all go toward the children's hospitals that they have. And it's all because, you know, there are so many families out there that just can't handle the financial aspect of some of these serious ailments that some children can get or have.
Big supporters of first responders in the military as well.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. They just everything that they stand for is something respectable and
I take
great.
a lot of pride
They're really
in
great.
that. I mean, it's not something I
You
just
really
do
should.
myself. There's a lot of people involved. You'd be surprised how many people are actually Freemasons or Shriners. They just don't
Yeah.
talk about it. And that's the thing is that, I mean, back in the day when someone was a Freemason, you'd have no idea. Today, it's a little bit more like, yeah, I'm a Freemason because I want like the attention and stuff. But a lot of the things that we do, we just don't talk about it. So everyone wants to know what's so secretive about Freemasonry and stuff. It's not like we're running the government or anything like that. We literally will go to some older guy's house, shovel his roof when he's not home. because he's got 3 feet of snow on his roof, and when he comes home, it's done, and nobody knows.
It's about serving your community.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, and that's
really cool.
That's a
really
tough
cool.
thing about like the government and everything is you've got a country of 350 million people that are all trying to cater to all these different backgrounds and interests and everything, and what we forget is our own community. Take care of your neighbor, take care of your own family. If you have those values, you build a stronger neighborhood, you build a stronger district, build a stronger city.
Life is about serving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just like John F. Kennedy said. It's not about what your country can do for you. It's what you can do for your country.
Serving, yeah.
And that's what a big part of being a Freemason is. And
But not everybody understands that. Unfortunately, it's a very small part of the population.
It
that
really
follows
is.
that, yeah.
It really is.
And the way society is, and I guess
It's all about what's in it for
It is,
you.
and a lot of it's technology. And,
It is. Yeah.
So.
But we've created that. We've made everything convenient. It's
no,
immediate.
yeah. That's instant gratification.
It is. Absolutely.
We got a couple new people on. Not to just kind of completely segue out of our conversation here.
No, this is a great show.
It's
I'm
just,
loving this.
Just hard stop and then hard stop and take a left.
A diarrhea song.
Yeah, we got a couple new people on. We got Ryan
welcome.
and Trisha and
Hey, Ryan. Hey,
Jesse
Trish.
and Chris.
Chris.
And Craig was saying that his T-shirt and hoodie came in. Awesome. So yeah, he's been
Take a
supporting
picture,
our show
share
for
it.
a while.
Yeah, put a picture
take
on
a
there, let's
picture,
see
throw
it.
it in the chat, man. He's been supporting us for a while. He's been on almost all the shows and making
Came in
comments
today?
and stuff. So
On a Sunday?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That is
awesome.
service.
yeah, a couple. Donnie.
Hamill?
Yeah, Donnie.
He's good, dude.
He said that his came in, I think, yesterday. So.
Wow.
See, everyone's ahead of you and I.
Yeah.
I meant to. I really did. And I kept telling Jess, so Jess, if you do it again, I apologize. And I'll,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm in on the next order.
Apologize, man. I'm happy to have anybody just supporting this thing, and I'm really excited to have guys like you come on, more than once. I mean, really,
I'll do this all the time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward already.
And think about it, like if you're just living your life and you got something fun or interesting to share, just try to really kind of wrap your mind about it and around it and think about like how you want to share that, because I mean you could have like some pictures or maybe even like some
my gas cap.
your gas cap.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff I enjoy listening to. I don't know if anybody else enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But that
it's-
sparked good story. I mean, when I first sat down, I'm looking at pictures going, what's the point of this? Where is this going to fit
What?
into a conversation?
Retard doesn't know that.
we're gonna make it fit.
I just, yeah, that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
Go back and see the beginning of the show if you just tuned in.
yeah, we're just pushing square
Gas cap.
pegs into round holes. That's what we do here,
That's what guys do, right? Troubleshooting.
right?
Persistence.
But yeah, I mean, like I'm excited to have you guys come on, and I definitely anytime you guys are available. I mean,
I'll be the third person over there.
you can.
Oh,
I got
well, dude,
a better.
I got the 12th show already. Right?
I got a better camera angle for that nowadays. So at least that person nowadays can kind of
part of the show.
be part of the show a little more.
I think Ryan was here last time.
What I would like to know, how many episodes have you had?
This is the 9th.
The 9th episode.
Yeah.
I would love it if the people that watch would say what their favorite part of the show is.
That would be really helpful. Actually, that would be really cool.
Because it tells how many views there are, but that doesn't mean that they're watching the whole time.
Yeah.
And
well, I do get to see those kind of stats. It's kind of cool.
You do?
Yeah, I get to see the full run-throughs or retention and that kind of stuff. So
Make a poll on the Den page.
yeah, exactly.
Put a poll out there. What
When
did you like?
When
Put a
you
few
get
things.
the viewers involved,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your interaction. People want to be part. Yeah.
exactly.
So I think we're going to wrap up pretty soon. But what I want to ask both of you is the same question: is people come to me and they ask me, they say, "Oh, I say, hey, I got a podcast," and they say, "Oh, cool. What's it about?" Well,
It's just like Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's the exact same thing I said.
What's-
Nothing.
what's
Sorry,
it about?
I didn't mean to take
What's
that
it
from
about?
you.
Ruchi.
It's just, nothing.
Yeah,
It's just
I mean-
about hanging out, just being friendly, just general conversation.
Right?
I mean, when you sit at home, like, when you're married, what's it like sitting home with your life? What's it about? It's like, I know. About nothing.
It's what it is, right? You don't think
Yeah,
you don't
I
think
guess-
that way about it.
Yeah, I don't come here with a topic in mind. Or just like, all right, you're going to stick to
Yeah.
sports.
And I mean, we can and we will at some point. I'm gonna have people on that are geared toward.
I think that'd be good to have some kind of.
Oh, for
like an
sure.
angle.
Yeah,
For sure.
bulleted thing,
Yeah,
special
we're
thing.
gonna have episodes where it's gonna be like that. Like for
A
example,
special guest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you could have somebody that does something, have us on the side. Be like,
I had
oh, yeah,
BJ
this guy's
Goodwin
awesome.
on.
Yeah, the
episode
comedian.
4.
Is he the comedian?
He is a comedian,
Yeah.
yeah. And actually another woman that was just she was just in chat. She's also a comedian, Trisha, I believe.
Oh, see?
she's
Nice.
a comedian, yeah. And I would love to have her on the show.
See, that's
too.
what you do. You get her on here, a couple guys, side shows.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That can really make them a
Yeah.
star. You know,
You know,
what I mean?
you know what I like about this?
If they
Denny,
would like that.
What's that?
is from hanging out that every time we get the group together, it's always a lot of laughs.
Of course.
So that's why you wanted people to see what goes on, but it's all improvised, and not all those people are here. So the first episode that you and I did, it was cool because I love talking to people. I don't get to see who's watching. I don't know what they're interested in. You and I know each other very well. What
Yeah.
I like today, I had no idea who Mike was. I watched the last episode, and I know everyone around here.
You didn't watch episode 3?
I watched a lot of that. No, you were good. You really were. No, seriously, your episode.
I'm kidding.
No. I've watched.
Yeah, no, I got
almost
you.
all
I know what you mean, though.
episodes, And now here I am. I just made a friend today.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You
So that was
know?
like last time I was on here, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You meet all new people.
You were on with Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca.
And neither one of us had met her, and she was super cool. And like I said, even at the beginning of our show, she was really helpful in like trying to plug our show and kind of get it promoted and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. Which, by the way, she runs the Brop Life 207 Brop
that's right.
Life.
You're talking about
And if you can see right now in this camera angle, you can actually see on the corner of the TV screen. There's a little
tell me
State
there's
of
a
Maine
sticker there.
Oh, where's
on the
that?
back.
Yeah.
You can't see that at all.
There's a State of Maine sticker on the back.
Oh, yeah,
of
that
this
was a cool
thing.
decal. Yeah.
That's there. It is their decal. So it's there kind of for a reason. I'm gonna have to get some better lighting.
Hold
for it.
on. Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's put a light on there real quick, just to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of like a creeper bar down here.
And we got a cell phone with a light on it or something.
Maybe.
All you need is the floor to be sticky, and it's legit.
Some peanut shells everywhere.
Nice. Yeah, let's see. Let's you know what?
Let's give a shout out.
Uh,
Boom, there it is. Oh, yeah, I've seen that
That's
logo
Brop
before.
Life right there.
Brop.
Yeah.
Brop.
So yeah, they've been real supportive. Brian Gower, we showed his video. he was very funny. That was really cool. But kind of to your point is that I actually kind of enjoy not telling people specifically who's going to be on.
I had no idea you were.
Yeah, neither did I. I was actually
saw a
going to
truck
ask.
pulled up, and I'm going.
Yeah,
I was saying, I was like,
clue.
hope he's got someone else. But if you had someone that had like a special ability or like a special thing, I think that's well worth letting that be
Yeah,
out there.
well,
You know what I mean?
magic
Like if you had a
next
comedian
time.
on here, you know what I mean? If
I
someone
like
that
that.
specialized,
Yeah.
like, well, we got a comedian. What'd you say, Trisha? I don't know.
Yeah.
what her
Well,
name is.
there's we got some comedians. We've got musicians. I actually have several musician friends that intend to be on the show. So
Who was your friend that we went to go see in that band at Fast Breaks?
that one was Dozy.
Dozy?
Yeah, that was Dozy. But also there's Mike Garant and Brian. Frickin' Brian, I've known him forever.
We'll
Brian
go
Martin.
with- yeah.
Brian Martin, I've known him forever. So we call him Marty. And those they have two different bands that do some like similar stuff, and they both want to be on the show.
What were the bands? One of them was
So,
Harry Pie, right?
It was
What's what?
Yeah. Is it
Harry
called-
Pie?
Harry Pie. You remember that name?
Yeah, I won't forget that.
No. Are those guys?
That's
from
pretty
that?
good.
yeah. So it was Harry Pie and
Oh, I think I saw you post on Facebook.
was,
Aren't you going to see them?
something kid. Yeah,
I saw there was an
went to
event.
see them.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
it. and
something
I looked
kitty.
it up.
Something kid.
No,
What is
it
it?
was.
What was it? It was. Man, I've got the sticker. I'm gonna have to put the sticker
Kitty?
up there.
We went to go see him at Fast Breaks that
Yes.
night. Yeah, they were good.
Yes,
Your
they were
buddy,
good.
the guitarist,
Yes.
What's his name?
That's Dozy.
Shredded.
That's Dozy.
He was good.
What'd they play?
Shredded.
They did a lot of like 80s cover band, like hair band
Oh, really?
stuff. Yeah. They
Sugar
did.
Kitty.
Sugar Kitty, that's right.
Sugar
yeah.
Kitty. And they
Yeah,
were
they
good.
were good.
They were good, yeah. But yeah, man, I love Harry Pie too. So it's like, you know what? I want them to come on and friggin' it's gonna be a battle. Music battle. Not
First
nice.
time I've ever heard you say you love Harry Pie.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, not really hairy, but you know. Well, you know, I was thinking about this, and it's like, okay, like you think it's like, oh, I don't know, it's kind of a little raunchy, but it's like the Warrant song.
Cherry Pie?
Yeah. Like that's the deal,
There's
man.
a difference between
Well, yeah,
cherry
that's
pie and
the
hairy
deal.
pie.
Is there? Because that's why they.
I hope so.
I guarantee that's why they picked the
Well, I
song.
popped her hairy.
During that song, you weren't thinking of Harry Pie.
I'm pretty sure that's how they came up with the name.
Hey, even if it's not, we remembered it pretty
Yeah.
quick.
Now
it
we'll
is.
know, yeah.
Now
I'm
it
check,
is.
I mentioned because
Exactly.
I like local talent and I like bands and
Yeah,
stuff.
Sugar Kitty's good, man. Actually, Pomelo, is Pomelo in a different band? Like I don't know what band Chris is in, and I know that Chris is a musician. Like he's a fantastic drummer. I've seen him before, and yeah. So anyway, Chris, if you've got a band, let me know which one it is because like I had talked to him and I said, hey, I want Chris to come on, and he's like, oh, I gotta come with my band. But he's also been a part of these other bands, I think both of them. So it was kind of like I felt a little weird. I'm like, are you part of those bands or you got a different band? Because I didn't know because he wasn't playing with them that night anyway. And like I said, I know that he had been part of those bands. Fantastic musician, just like the other guys. So I got musicians. I got what was it? An air pilot, a fighter pilot. Mm-hmm. I got my buddies. I got a bunch of buddies that are entrepreneurs that like they have businesses, multiple businesses in town. I've got a buddy of mine runs the craft brewery. Another buddy of mine started his own separate brewery. Another buddy of mine is he's like part owner of like Sonder and Dram and like you name it. Like I've got like dozens of other
Eric?
people that are
Yeah, good dude.
And I've got friends of mine that are from high school that I've got like these just bizarre fun stories. This Trial by Stone, nice. Okay, cool. So Chris's other band is Trial by Stone. So cool. I want Chris and his band to be on too. So yeah, and by the way, you guys don't know this, but you're all racing to be the first on my show because all three of you have said you want to be on the show, but you haven't booked a date yet. So hey, whoever's first,
I get some I don't want to say advice.
Yeah, what's up?
But as I talked about like the community and everything, this is a goldmine opportunity for networking and supporting
Yeah,
the
for
community.
sure.
So you've got guys that are in bands and everything. So this Saturday we're going to go to that pub crawl.
Yep.
You know what someone did? Someone went on Facebook and they created that. That was a social environment for a bunch of people that don't know each other.
For sure.
This is a perfect opportunity to say instead of us going to a pub crawl like that, a bunch of people get their ugly sweaters and it's all of our friends and meet new people because this is awesome. We can all go to those bands. When it was just you and I that went to go
For
see
sure.
Sugar Kitty,
Yep.
that was a blast. I'd do that again.
Yeah, Sugar
But
Kitty
this
is
is a
cool.
perfect opportunity to say, hey, anyone listening to Phil Pond, Den, the podcast, this Saturday, Friday, whatever, this band's playing, and we all go and we support each other. And that's a perfect opportunity for me to say, come support me at Lee Auto Mall in Auburn.
Awesome. Yeah, man. So no, I totally agree, and that's another like. There's just a lot of things that I've wanted to be able to do with this, is to be able to reach out, to be able to connect people. It just that. I mean, I've really kind of thought a lot about you know, I mean, I have a lot of friends that are kind of antisocial, but I have a lot of friends that are very social. And to me, like the antisocial part of it is almost sad because there's so much to be had. Like
everybody's different.
But
Yeah, I mean,
yes,
just 'cause you value
but being
that is-
introverted and being antisocial are kind of different, right? And so, like being introverted, I actually really
No, it's
understand that.
the same
I
thing.
don't know, I posted, I posted a comic today
I
that said,
understand the introverted thing, but the antisocial thing is different to me because, like, you know, there's so much to be had to really be able to reach out to different people and to learn what their lives are like and to learn from their experiences and to be able to enjoy people because, you know, all the things that you might like doing, what's not better to do than to enjoy something with someone else?
it's kind of subjective. You know what
I
mean? It's
guess
kind of
you're
a-
right.
Yeah,
I
it's-
guess you're
yeah,
right,
it's-
but
the world bores you when you're cool. I posted on Facebook today. It's
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes script. So
all right. So I'm gonna yeah.
Life's short, man. Life is short.
I feel like just about everything great in life is meant to be shared with other people.
no, I'm more selfish than that.
Yeah, well, I believe you are.
Any
and
great
that
life
was
I
the
want,
last time Mike was on this show.
I want it all for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
no,
kidding, I'm
I
kidding.
believe you do.
Do what? Share?
No, that you you know are a sociopath. Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
that.
The thing about this show is that it's you and your guest talking, but this is a perfect opportunity for people. You know, if anyone that's watching, they went on a trip, post pictures of your trip.
Sure, yeah.
Get involved. The guys that are in bands or girls that are in bands,
Yeah.
talk about when your next show is.
Oh, I thought you were going to say posted pictures of the girls in the bands.
Yeah.
Oh yes, post pictures.
yeah.
There's something about metal
Actually, I
bands
don't know.
with female
Sugar Kitty
singers.
might
Oh
sell
my
more
God.
tickets if they did.
Showed some sugar kitties.
Well, they got
Sugar
they got
Kitties.
a female singer.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Actually, I won tickets for a
Anyway.
band called Kitty years ago off TOS.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
you
what I was
remember that
thinking.
band,
Okay.
Kitty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the same.
was that?
No, it's not the same one.
No.
They ended up having the show.
Yeah, it was Sugar
fan.
Kitty.
Dirtbag, with Teenage Dirtbag or whatever. Was that the
Yeah,
song
it
that
was
they
one of
sang?
them. Yeah, wow.
jeez.
Yeah, geez.
Wow,
I had to look
yeah.
them up when I want them, but they look pretty
Teenage
good. They
Dirtbag.
shred.
Yeah. Wow, that was way back when.
Man.
That's showing our age
Good
right there.
callback.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That was on CYY in like 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we've run really long today. Because
Hey,
we
who
were
cares? I had
real
fun.
good.
I don't care
Yeah.
what anyone
I gotta
else
pee.
thinks.
Yeah, this is a blast. It's been a
Hey,
blast.
cheers, guys. That was
You know
that
what?
was a good
Cheers
time.
to the beers.
Cheers to the beers. Thanks, Denny.
And
Yeah,
you know what?
Cheers to the
Good time.
That
crowd
was
back
a
home.
fantastic show. Everybody, whoever's paying attention, if you want a T-shirt, there's a link. If you want to be a part of the show, hit me up. If you got some type of hidden talent or something you want to share on the show, or if you got some business or anything you want to promote, or if you just want to hang out with us and have some free beer, you come
It's
on.
a good time.
You come on. It is a good time. And let's set something up, and we're going to make this happen. Thank you very much. Cheers one more time.
Cheers.
Just one more time. Cheers to the beers. And thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Out.